Previously on last week's The Reckoning series.
Already had it in his mind. I played on Led. I don't give a fuck what you played on. This is what I want you to do. Bing, 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 bing. That's what I do. It. Do it. There you go. Drummer. Guess who else used to do that? George Clinton. George Clinton used to do the exact same thing. Now you want to compare dude to go, nigga, hit the bitch, boom, hit it, smoke this shit, boom, hit it, try that bitch, take it off, hit it, hit them brakes, hit it, go that way, hit the left. That's not. He ain't George Clinton.
Brother Taylor got that shit down packed, man.
I hear it coming out of people's cars, and I see these motherfuckers' heads in their thumb. I'm like, what are you doing? Man, this shit is dope. You mean as in heroin? Man, hit that left at the end of the block. Hit that right. Watch the speed bump. Nigga, hit them brakes. Smoke this shit. What? What are they talking about? What does that even mean? How do you make a name? All right, Slide, you in the, what would you name that song? That's what you what? Somebody help me. This shit makes them, hey, there you go, Dollar Washer. Hit them brakes. That's it.
but Nick, you gotta have a chorus in the background, so check that. Hit brakes.
Look at Sly face. He like, hey, wait a minute. I think they own it.
Open your mind.
Albums of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see? My cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost at $1 billion.
The problem with
3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hear these sirens and look through the mirror and see this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, Tom. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you with all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up the paper until you read over and over and see white families? You think of the thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 42 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are that? Think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you used to drive a car. And if you use it wrongly, you'll lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, if we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Fifth Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power, hours of power, hours of power.
Santana Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear suspect down 10-4. 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your mind, your mind, your mind. And peace, folks, and welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought series right here on the old TPOT YouTube page. I'm your host X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why your black asses are here. Tonight, another installment of the Reckoning series. The Reckoning series is something new we're doing here, where we gather some of your favorite YouTubers and we kind of talk about, you know, the interlocutors, the detractors, you know, the haters. And as you can see tonight, we will be talking about hate watching. And I got a surprise guest for y'all tonight. I got a surprise guest for y'all black asses tonight. But before we get started, y'all know I always start the stream out with thanking you good folks, man, for your like, your shares, your subscriptions, your views, and your hard-earned pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. Because you don't have to do it. You don't have to watch these damn streams. You don't have to show up here every damn week. And you damn sure don't have to drop your hard-earned coins on this platform. But you good folks out there and you good folks in here, y'all choose to do so. And I want y'all to know that I do not take it lightly, because I don't take you lightly. All right. I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm appreciative. And I'm thankful for all you good folks, regardless of how much shit I talk to you. But let's get at it. Like I said tonight, the title of the show, the Reckoning series, Stop Watching What You Hate. And tonight, man, we're gonna talk about we're gonna be talking about the hate watching, man. We're gonna ask the question: is it necessary? Do we do it? Is there a benefit to it? And I think we already know that there are many people here who do it. My guests are starting to come in, and I got a special guest for y'all that's here right now. Y'all haven't seen this brother, and he's definitely one. Well, let me go ahead and give y'all full disclosure, because the people that I round up may not necessarily be your favorite YouTubers, but God damn it, they mine. They are definitely mine. So, without further delay, let me bring in my special surprise guest, the one and only Ramil Amyr. Brother Ramil, what's good with it, man?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. What's good with it, brother?
Hey, man, everything's good, man. Just chilling, man. What about you? What's good with you?
Yeah, I'm well, man. I'm well, man. It's been a while since I've seen you, my brother. I haven't seen you doing too much. I'm assuming you got other shit going on in your life. And go ahead, man. Catch us up, man, before we get started. While we wait for the other brothers to come through.
Oh man, I'm just chilling, man. I'm just handling a lot of business. I just think that my personality type and the way I think, sometimes it's better for me to be a behind the scenes dude, you know what I mean? Because people call my thought process, ruthless or whatever the case. Sometimes I don't know if the public's all the way ready. So sometimes it's best for me to do things from behind the scenes. And, I got other stuff going on. So, but all in all, everything good.
Okay. Well, that like I said, when we opened up, you're one of my favorite YouTubers, and I had to go ahead and confess that the people that I bring here are my favorite YouTubers. may not necessarily be theirs, but they're mine. And I figure, I would because I tried this last week. I gathered a few brothers around, and we kind of talked about the space. We talked about the infamous one who takes all our clips and mix them up and take them out of context and say all this kind of nonsense and swear up and down he knows the history of the fucking space when really he doesn't. So that's what we were talking about last week. This week we're going to be talking about hate watching. Because I'm a true believer that you need to stop watching what you hate. Because see, if you really hate it, you stay away from it. I don't understand why a person can claim that they hate something so much. It's like, cause me, I'm a big Knicks fan, right? And even though they one of the sorriest teams in the league, I'll go down. I'm gonna go down on the ship with them. And it's almost as if you got somebody always say, oh man, the Knicks suck. Man, I hate this team. Oh, the Knicks are whack. They're a sorry team. But every time you turn around, these motherfuckers is in the garden when they playing. And it's like, well, why the fuck are you here? So I just don't get the whole people who have so much to say and talk about how whack your content is, how your content is degrading, how your content is whatever. But every time you turn around, they in your fucking chat box. Every time you turn around, they got clips of your shit, and clip after clip after clip after clip after clip of it. Now, one can assume that they do it for research purposes, I guess, because they have such a problem with it. That's how they gather their research, by gathering all your shit and seaming it together. But at the same time, while they're doing that, they're study talking about how bad your stuff is. I mean, am I wrong here? Am I missing something out of this equation or what?
Well, sometimes I like to make beats, and when you make beats, so I like to sample a lot. So when you sample, you go through all these old songs, and you try to find a good melody to sample. And one song that always catches my ear when I come across it that can answer your question is it's this group called the Persuaders, and they came out with this song in the 70s. I'm pretty sure you recognize it. It goes something like, it's a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah.
It's a thin line. So what I realized is that when something can evoke your emotions to the point where you hate it, it must also probably have the same potential to evoke your emotions for you to love it, because you still devote energy to it either way. So, that's what you can boil it down to. If you got enough energy to hate some, there's something there that keeps you attached to
it. Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, because I'm a true believer that, because people say the opposite of love is hate. I don't believe that. The opposite of love is indifference, apathy. Because if you love, that means you care a whole hell of a lot. When you hate, that means you still care. It's just that you care in a so-called vitriolic or negative way. When you have apathy or indifference, that means you don't give a shit. So
Exactly.
hate isn't the opposite of love, man. The opposite of love is fucking apathy and indifference. So these people don't have apathy or indifference, obviously, because if they had apathy and indifference, guess what they wouldn't be doing? They wouldn't continue to watch your shit and critique it. They wouldn't continue to get your shit and take clips out of it and take your video and rewind it backwards and forwards and, fucking explain it and stop it and say, oh, see here where he said this and that. They wouldn't do that. So they do care. And it's a saying that don't worry. Well, first, all publicity is good publicity, right?
Mhm.
But not only that, you should never worry when people talk bad about you. Because, see, when they talk bad about you, they care what you're doing. They're watching what you're doing. They're watching it. You need to worry when they're not saying shit about you, because that means they don't give a damn about your ass. They don't give a damn about you. That's why they're not saying anything about you, because they don't give a damn about you. When people are taking your stuff and they're cutting it up, they're mixing it up, they're talking about how bad it is and how raggedy it is and all this kind of bullshit, they give a shit. Now, they will probably frame it as, well, I'm just showing y'all, explaining to y'all how whack this is. No. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that, man. I don't. You care. You give a shit about what's going on, because you can easily not watch and not give this person any exposure. And you definitely can not take their shit, cut it up, and show it to others to, expose the stuff to them. Because what I think happens on media a lot is people got this thing where they think they can shame you, like they can do this digital shaming thing to you, go on a digital shaming campaign, and that's somehow going to affect you some way. I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't believe in self-torture. I don't believe in self-punishment. I hate on people by just not watching them. That's how I hate on them. I don't hate on them and get in a chat room and say all this kind of bullshit, make videos about them and all that kind of shit. I hate on motherfuckers I'm subscribed to sometimes, depending on what they're doing. If I flip this shit on and they're talking about something that, I ain't too interested in, I just, go on off, turn the computer off, or go watch some other shit. I mean, I've never disliked the video. I've never disliked the video, and I've been on YouTube for like 5-6 years. I've never hit that fucking dislike. What I do is I hit that fucking mouse, all right, and just close that shit the fuck out. That's how I show my dislike. I don't think hitting that dislike button does anything, because number one, it's fucking anonymous. All right. Number two, most videos have more likes than dislikes anyway. So my one dislike isn't going to make that much of a difference. That's just how I look at it. My dislike ain't going to make that much of a difference. So, I mean, and I don't believe in hiding. I don't believe in hiding. Motherfucker, if I got a problem with you, I need to tell you about it, as opposed to just wait for you to come on. I'm subscribed to your channel now. I don't like your shit, but I'm subscribed to your channel. Like, man, that kind of shit to me is just crazy, man. And I see it a lot. And it makes me wonder, if you're watching someone that you claim you hate, right? So you're quote unquote, you're hate watching their stuff. What does that do for you? What does that say about you? I mean, if you're constantly taking in shit that you claim you don't like, I think that says more about you than it does, whatever material you're looking at. I mean, because I don't like country western music, so why the fuck would I be watching the country western music channel on my television? Like, just to sit there and watch it for like an hour, 2 hours, and then at the end of it, throw a fucking pillow at the TV and tell my lady how much I hate this shit. Like, I don't know, man. To me, man, it just seems like a problem. I mean, and I know you get a lot of hate watching on your shit. I know you do, for whatever reason. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, we live in a day and age where people just want to have something to complain about, and then they want to complain about it so loud so that they get some attention. So it's just like we live in the cancel culture age. We live in the age where it's just people just want something to cry about, so they will actively seek out something they don't like and stir up the pot just so that they can bring attention to themselves. So like everybody wants attention and they're gonna get it any way possible, even if it's calling out something they don't like instead of just ignoring it. I mean, a lot of people got the time to do that. They got nothing else going on, so that's just the world we live in. And if people want to spend their time doing that, that's how they want to spend their one and only life.
So let me ask you about you. Are you pretty much done with YouTube for the most part? Are you done streaming?
I mean, you never say never. I just don't feel like life is good. Like I just don't know, because honestly, when you do this type of stuff, you're literally a public persona, right? Like, and it's just like I don't feel like having the answers to the public, being a public person. Sometimes in my life, I just don't feel like doing that. That's why I will take breaks from YouTube, because even if you're just doing YouTube, you get to a certain point and you keep blowing up. You're a public persona. Like I did the show with Kevin Samuels. Next thing you know, Kevin Samuels worldwide. Like, dude, so it's like that shit is only one step away. That fame shit on, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I know I got the potential to do a lot of stuff, on YouTube and blow up. It's just like, but do you want what comes with that? The price that comes with that. So it's just like, I'm the type of person where if you're not growing, you're dying. So if I don't feel like growing it, then it's like, that's how I run a business. It has to grow every week, has to grow every month. But you keep growing on YouTube, you're gonna hit that point where you're gonna be known everywhere, and it's just like, I can make money so many other ways. It's just you gotta just ask yourself, is that what you want for your life? I got plenty of time. I can come back to YouTube anytime. I can start streaming up anytime. Motherfuckers gonna come through.
Yeah, that's true.
I just, it never say never. It's just I'm just cooling right now.
Well, it seems like to me that's when you get the most detractors. That's when you get the most people who have angst against you. No one cares when your channel is small. When your channel is small, people don't really know you. They don't really know your name. People don't really care. They don't care. And it's crazy that you bring Brother Samuels up, because Brother Samuels told me a while back, man. He said, X, he said, you don't have to worry about nothing, man, till you get to like I think he said 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, he said when you get to 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, that's when you're gonna have problems. And at the time when he said that, I think, I don't know, I might have had 1,000 at the time when he said it. And I'll be damned. I mean, as soon as I got to like 3,000, that's when the shit started. That's when bullshit started. And I'm like, and I don't mean just from, people, on YouTube. That's when YouTube itself start fucking with me and start taking my videos down at the shit from years ago. I'm like, man, what the hell? Because even YouTube itself will start penalizing you and striking you and doing all this shit once you get to a certain amount, you know, a person with a few thousand subscribers cannot get away with the same shit as a motherfucker with 200 subscribers does. That you don't get away with the same shit. You just don't. And I found that out the hard fucking way. You know, they was threatening to take my channel and the whole shit over some bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know, they was threatening to take my channel down over some shit I had did years ago. When the channel was still pretty small, I had like 250 subscribers at the time. I did those videos then. They wait till I get up to like 3,000 subscribers, and now they're threatening to take my channel over shit I did 4 years ago. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? The fucking video's been up for 4 years. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to ever, especially when it comes to media, as black men, I don't think we're ever going to be able to, quote unquote, talk about whatever we want to talk about. I mean, I just don't see that. And if we do talk about it, we gotta, you know, we gotta make it not just watered down, but it's got to pass the white glove test. You know, it's got to pass the white glove test of the algorithm of YouTube, of Google, of the Google mods, and all this kind of nonsense. So what that does is it opens the door for other people in media to, quote unquote, hate watch you, because if you want to keep your channel up, you probably going to find yourself changing. And I don't mean changing in a way where you evolve your style, but changing so you kind of clean up your style. You got to get cleaner. You got to curse less. You got to certain words you can't say and all that kind of stuff. And I think that kind of thing kind of opens the door for people to say this, that, and the other thing about you, for the simple fact that you know, changed up your style to keep it up on here. I mean, I don't know, man. The only reason why I continue to do this shit because I like doing it. That's the only reason why I continue to do this shit, man.
I mean, I will say it is a way. I mean, it depends on how incognito you want to be. You know, you don't. I mean, you water the message down to get more mainstream, or you can just stay true to you are and build a hardcore audience. You know, but you got to just learn how the stuff works. You know, read up on it so you can know how to maneuver and stay yourself and keep the same audience. It's like guerrilla warfare with this, you know, until you get to a point where you're too big to fail. You know what I mean? And you got to play this joint like guerrilla warfare until you reach that point where you know they don't want to mess with you. You're making too much money.
Yeah. Do you think that it's like that in other parts of YouTube? You know, because you know our part of YouTube is relatively small. You know, it's relatively small. You know, YouTube is a giant thing. You know, it's a beast of a thing, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that other parts of YouTube are the same way? Do you think they get the same treatment? Do you think they get the same hate?
I'm pretty sure, like you said, YouTube is a big space. I'm pretty sure it is happening in other spaces. We just probably don't know about it. I mean, there's so many sectors, so much subject matter. We just talking about video content. That's unlimited amount of different, so many sectors can be in YouTube we would never know about. It's the biggest search engine.
Yeah.
Or something. So it's just like I would think so. It's happening in other places that we just don't know about.
Well, what do you think about this? How much hate do you think people like us, you know, who get up here and we talk about the shit that black men talk about? How much hate do you think we would get if we were to start appealing to a different audience? Say we started appealing to Asians and Latinos and white folks, and I mean, because you can do that. You can appeal to different groups depending on what you're talking about. How much hate do you think we would get from the rank and file black folks who normally watch you?
We probably, I mean, if you're talking about in this sector, you probably get a lot of hate because, the sector is for black men. But other audience members, other races do watch it. I mean, you know, you probably will get a little flag, but if you do it in the correct way, I don't think nothing be wrong with it. Some things just transcend race, but like I said, this space is primarily for black men, so and that's where the money is. That's who's supporting in the space. So, but yeah, you probably definitely get some hate. Yeah.
Do you think, we talk about hate watching, and it's like, racist bigots, they on media too. Do you think that some of these racist bigots, prejudiced motherfuckers, do you think they hate watch our shit? Do you think they out there in the clouds, not saying anything in the chat room? Are they watching the black men of black man YouTube? Do you think they're out there? Are they hate watch? You think they hate watching?
Hell yeah. Yes. Just assume everybody that you can think of is watching. All right. If you got a stream going on, there's 200 some people in there, so just assume there's one of every type person in the world watching. You'd be surprised the audience member who watches YouTube content, period. We're talking about the whole world now. So it's not, even if it's in the Black Manosphere, you're surprised. Probably some Chinese lady in China listening to some of these streams sometimes because they find it entertaining or whatever the case. Like, I've had streams where white women, Asian women have hit me up afterwards, talking about this stream was I like this, whatever the case, I like this stream, whatever. Like, it's so many different, even though I don't really pay no mind, I do it for black men, but just assume that there's a racist person, white person watching, there's a Japanese person, just assume it's gonna be majority black men, but just assume that somebody watching. Best believe that.
You think it's more of them? You think it's more of them hate watching than our own black folks?
No. It's really because they're not going, because it's really still black. Most stuff that's talking about only black men really gonna get. So it's definitely a majority of black men audience. So your analytics would probably, could tell us that. But when you see them like 2% other, you know what I mean? Or you look at the analytics, see that 3% other race or 3%, just know that those is everybody else.
You would think, though, well, shit. I mean, I can't even say that. I mean, what I was going to say is, you would think, like racist white folks, and bigots and the Ku Klux Klan and the Aryan Nation and all these other folks, you would think that they hate us at least a little bit more than our own people. So, you would think that they would be the main people, quote unquote, hate watching us because they hate us more than they hate us more than other black people. But it's crazy that that's not the case, because the people who hate watch your shit, most of them are Negroes. And that's sad. That's sad that the people that you would figure hate the hell out of you, they don't watch you as much as your own people, and your own people are the ones slinging the goddamn slinging the arrows at you and slinging the stones at you, and giving commentary about your videos and also kind of bullshit. Like,
that's because white folks don't even, people always, white people don't even, it's not a lot of white people who hate black people, because what I'm saying, because remember, hate and love, like we established earlier, they just don't give a fuck. They're indifferent. And black people confuse that with them not liking them because they're not kissing their ass. White people just don't give a fuck. So of course, most people that's gonna hate watch gonna be your own, because white people got their own problems. You know what I mean? They got their own bills they gotta pay. A lot of them broke too. Shoot.
You can't tell people that, because according to some people, white people wake up every day. They wake up every single day just to every white person that wakes up every day, they wake up with Negroes on their mind.
Yeah, because while they're running the electrical grid and running the nuclear power plants and everything else, that they worry about your black ass. While they literally building the architecture and infrastructure to make this world go round, while at the same time they're hating on your black ass.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, they wake up every day like, you know what? I'm going to try and go and be supreme over some black people today. It's crazy because I do a lot of work for white people for what I do, right? You know, white business owners and shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I look at some of these guys, and some of these guys, man, they don't even make nowhere near the amount of money I make, man.
Exactly.
Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
Exactly.
Nowhere near it. Shit, my wife drive around in nicer cars than their wife does. So it's like, why would this motherfucker be worried about me? And even if he is, so what? I got more money than this motherfucker do. So it's like, you know, I don't know, man. I think that a lot of this shit is I call it false advocacy, because people try to say, okay, you're not black enough, or you're throwing black people under the bus, or you don't uplift black people enough, or, you know, you're making black people look bad, and all this kind of bullshit, right? This is the shit you hear and you see from people all the time, right? And then you look at these same people that say these things about you or to you, you look at them and they're doing the same kind of shit, or worse. Or worse. So it goes back to what I always say. A lot of people, it's all about, it's okay for me, but it's not okay for thee. Me, I can get up here and act a fool, hoop, holler, talk down on people, disrespect people, call people out of their name. I can do all of that shit. But if I see you doing it, it's wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. You need to stop. You need to cut it out. I mean, it's just the craziest thing. I mean, and I see my man Big Nate in the chat, and brother K.I.T. as well. If y'all want to come up, man, y'all can, man, because I'm waiting for a couple people to come through. So if y'all want to come up, y'all can. I sent you the link, Big Nate, in your email. Brother K.I.T., I'll send it to you too, man, if you want to come up. But yeah, that's where we at, Brother Ramil. It's all right for me, but it's not all right for thee. And a lot of us on here, man, just big old fucking hypocrites, man. We just the biggest hypocrites ever known, black man. I mean, and a lot of times, man, when people come at you with certain shit, a lot of times they come at you, man, and the shit they be saying, the shit is not only is it out of context, but a lot of shit they say about you, man, is flat out motherfucking lies, man. It's flat out lies. I mean, there's no truth to it whatsoever. The shit they're saying about you has no truth to it whatsoever. So, I mean, then there's that, you know? I mean, if you're going to talk shit about me, you know, I don't mind you critiquing me. I don't mind you saying, you know, I've said this a million times. You can say whatever you want. You can roast me. You can do all the shit you want. But at least if you're going to critique my shit, at least tell the truth, man. I mean, at least tell the truth. If you're going to critique someone or critique, you know, someone's material, at the very least, man, you should be making sure that shit is as accurate as possible. I said this shit last week. It should be as accurate as possible. All right. When you critiquing me, you should be talking about what it is. not what you think it is. All right. I shouldn't be able to pick your criticisms apart. I shouldn't be able to find the untruths inside of your criticism. All right. I shouldn't be able to find those because, see, now it's not criticism anymore. Now you're just fucking lying. All right. That's the shit that bothers me, man. That's what bothers me. That kind of shit. But you're no stranger to that kind of stuff, man. You've been at this a while. You know how this shit go, man. You know. Do you think that there's enough hate, or could there possibly be enough hate? Or should I know? We ain't even going to use the word hate anymore. Because, see, I think a lot of these haters, I think they just fans perpetrating as haters. All right. Now, I don't even think these motherfuckers really hate you. You know, they really don't. They're fans. All right. They're fans perpetrating as haters. But do you think that it's enough of that could potentially come at a person to drive them off of media, drive them off of YouTube? And I don't mean being struck by Google or copyrighted, you know, where they literally like, you know what? I got to get off of this internet shit, man. There's too much hate.
Yeah, of course. It happens every day.
Mm.
You know, not everybody can handle it. Not everybody can handle the true opinions of the public. Not everybody can handle the opinions of the marketplace. So yeah, people start and stop every day at stuff like this because of all it takes for some people is one comment, one bad comment, but no, I'm good. Not everybody got thick skin, you know.
One comment and they quit. I'm done. Oh my goodness. But I mean, I'll say this. When you put yourself on the public square, you know, the public medium, you know, you're putting yourself in a position to be criticized. You're putting yourself in a position to be judged. You're putting yourself in a position to have people not like you, you know, even though they don't fucking know you. All right. Because like I always say, I reach up and I close this motherfucking laptop, every fucking body goes away. But you put yourself in that position when you come out in public. Me personally, if I didn't have my own business, I probably wouldn't do this shit. I probably wouldn't do it in this capacity. I probably wouldn't. And I kind of understand why some people, you know, hide their face. You know, they just put like, you know, Donald Duck as their fucking avatar or whatever, because they may fuck around and get on here, say some shit, and motherfuckers will take that shit and send it to their job. Because, you know, you got this thing now where people, you know, they calling people's jobs and trying to get motherfuckers fired. You know, they calling people churches and, you know, doing all this kind of bullshit, and forget the putting pictures of your mom and dad and your kids and your wife and all this bullshit. People are doing that shit now. You know, they finding out where motherfuckers work at, calling their job. You know, just the craziest of shit is going on here, man. And you would think that media wouldn't be that serious, okay? Media wouldn't be that fucking serious to the point where a person got you so bent out of shape. A person has you so emotionally charged that you're going to pick up the phone and call their fucking job and try to get them fired because of something that went on fucking Facebook or YouTube or Twitter. You're going to call their job and try to get them fired? Like, I mean, if a person gets you that emotionally charged from watching them, the problem isn't them, man. The problem is you. The problem is you.
I definitely agree with that, man. But not everybody has that mindset, and a lot of people got the time. So that just comes with the territory.
Yeah, but you got to be a motherfucker, man. That you got to be a motherfucker that is very much unemployed, very much living in your grandmother's basement, very much have absolutely positively nothing going on to be fucking trying to call somebody job or, you know, call a mom house or, you know, I mean, come on, man. Come on. This shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. You know, and like I said, that's not hate. That's not hate, man. That's fucking love, man. You in love with this person. Yeah, you in love with her, man. That ain't hate. Cause that's some shit. Cause think about it. I talk about something called the jilted girlfriend syndrome. You know, it's like and I've told this before. I know everybody else have heard this before, but it's sort of like you got a girlfriend, right? And you and her together 5, 6, 7 years. And y'all break up, right? And now that y'all broke up, what does she do? She tell people, oh, I never liked, you know, the way he dressed. I didn't like the way he wore his hair. I didn't like the colognes he used to wear. I didn't like the fact that he used to walk on the carpet with his boots on. Now, mind you, she's saying that now that y'all have split. But she dealt with that fucking cologne, those clothes, the fucking boots. She dealt with them for like 7 years. But now that y'all have broken up, now she got all this shit to say about you. And I think that that's what's going on with a lot of this shit. You're around this person, you're watching this shit, you're interacting with them, you know, you're up on streams with them and all this kind of bullshit. And now that that's not the case anymore, now you want to come out and talk about all the shit about them that you didn't like. Now, I know familiarity breeds contempt. I get that. But if you've been familiar with this person, you got along with this person before, y'all did whatever together before, out of respect for that, even if there are some things about this person that you didn't like when you were around them, because I don't think they just evolved out of nowhere, right? You never liked the way this person looked. You never liked the way this person spoke. You never liked, you know, the way they did their shit or whatever the case may be, but you pretended that whole time while y'all was thick as thieves. So why stop the fucking pretending and try to make it like this thing that you always hated now that y'all are Splitsville, or y'all don't even deal with each other anymore. So why tell the truth now? Why didn't you tell the truth then?
I guess, like I said, man, some people had a time and they got the time to dedicate to stuff like that, you know, and those type of people, they're where they belong, man. That's their purpose.
Sometimes, man, I wonder, man, it's like you get on this media shit, man, and you know, that's why I call this the Reckoning series, cause you know, I like talking about this kind of stuff, man, and I like talking about this kind of stuff because we often wonder why people are doing the things they're doing. And it's not to give people, you know, like extra attention, you know, motherfuckers that, you know, say all the shit they say about folks. Because see, me, I'm not a person who talks about a person specifically. You know, when I talk about shit, I use a lot of generalizations. You know, I generalize a lot. You know, I never get a motherfucker and be like, oh, well, this motherfucker right here, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's not really my style. So when I see people who invest so much time, man, into, you know, talking about, you know, A, B, or C person, it's like, I wonder if this is where we are as a people. I wonder if this is what Black people have come to, man. Like, because if they're doing this now on the internet, Are these fucking people like this in real life? Are these motherfuckers, are they this way in their real lives? Do they do this to the people that they interact with in the real world?
Probably not. I mean, probably not.
Yeah. I mean, do you get into an argument with somebody you've known for a while, you know, and after that you get on the phone and call a job and try to get them fired because you know y'all got into this argument shit the other day. You know, it's just, it's like I said, it's like the jilted girlfriend shit, because that's some shit a jilted girlfriend does. You know, you break up with her, she come to your crib and stab your fucking tires. You know, she keys your car. You know, it's like she calls your job. You know, and tell them that you stealing from the job or some shit like that. You know, that's some jilted girlfriend type shit, man. You know, I mean, that's what it is. Because I know with men, I mean, if we are no longer dealing with each other and we not cool or whatever no more, you know, we supposed to just go our separate ways, man. You know, I mean, you and I don't get along no more. I'm not calling your business partners, brother Ramil, and I'm like, yo, man, y'all shouldn't fuck with this, brother Ramil, fucking dude, man. You know, why y'all fucking with him? Y'all know he's stealing from y'all and shit. Just because you and I have stopped getting along, now I'm on the fucking phone calling your business partners. Like, come on, man, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. I think that this media shit has turned people into insane robots. Sometimes they probably weren't even that insane before media. They done got on media, boy. Now they totally battywackles and shit. I mean, it's just crazy, man. I don't get it, man. You know, I don't see the purpose in it. I guess that's what it is. I've been accused of, you know, being glib when it comes to, you know, this kind of stuff, because I'm one of those people who are like, quote unquote, out of the loop. You know, I kind of fuck with everybody. You know, I don't have problems with too many people, you know, on media and shit. And, you know, the only media that I'm on heavy is YouTube. You know, I don't really do Facebook, and, you know, I got a Twitter, I got an Instagram, but neither one of them motherfuckers got shit on it. You know, neither one of them really got shit on it. So this is the only media that I do for the most part actively. And I don't fuck with people. You know, I definitely don't talk about motherfuckers. You know, I'm not gonna get a motherfucker's video up here, you know, and just give you the point by point about how fucked up it is. You know, I'm not gonna do that kind of shit. I'm not gonna get up here and try to drag somebody, you know, because of whatever disagreements we have. I mean, most of the time I won't say shit, you know, because I don't see any point in it. You know, am I just a person who who's just so outside of it? Am I too motherfucking old, you know, to understand what the fuck is going on? You a younger fella, man. Maybe you can explain it to me, brother Ramil.
Nah, you just value your time, which is rare, which most people don't do. You know, you just value your time.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know, man. Oh yeah, man. God damn it. Brother Ramil, you had told me that I forgot all about this. I meant to say this when you first came on. You told me that the next time you wanted to debate like a doctor or something, right? I finally got a PhD on here, man. And damn, I wanted you to be the first one to go up against a PhD, but MOT's going against him on Wednesday. That's because the PhD brother hit me up, and he you know, full disclosure, he hit me up. You know, we was writing back and forth email, and he actually challenged brother MOT. So yeah, he hit me up first, you know, and then of course I hit brother MOT up and said, hey, you know, you've been challenged, blah blah blah, You know, so that's how that went down. I didn't set it up that way, because if he'd have came at me with, you know, oh, I got, you know, could you find somebody X for me to debate, I would have hit you up. I'd have called you on the phone. I'd have been like, Brother Ramil, remember what you told me?
I would have been right there, man.
But I got you though. I got you. Because what y'all don't know is that Brother Ramil is the only undefeated person in the debate league. The only undefeated person. The only one. I mean, that's crazy. That's I gotta send him a plaque or some shit.
Man, you gotta retire the jersey, you know. You gotta hang that jersey up.
Yeah, man. I gotta send him a plaque. I gotta send him something, man. I gotta send him a box of cigars or some shit, because Brother Ramil is the only undefeated. It's only one person who's even close to him, and that's Brother Fantastic. Brother Fantastic got one loss, and his one loss came by the hands of Brother Ramil.
It's ruthless out here.
Yeah, man. So, you know, you got a box of cigars or some shit coming, man. Something. God damn it. But now, okay, you've been off of like YouTube and shit for a while, because I haven't seen I haven't seen anything from you. So have you been peeping in on some of the shit that's been going on here? Have you
Oh yeah.
you aware of it?
Yeah, facts. Yes.
So
I at least tune in probably like once a day, pop in.
okay. So you know the crazy shit that's been going on from here to there, from to and fro. So what do you think of it? What do you think of what's going on right now? Like say the last couple of weeks. What do you think about what's been transpiring on these damn airways?
I'm just glad I got out the way. I mean, but on top of that, it's just going through. It's growing, right? So it's when things grow, it's not always going to be smooth. But you know, I saw Thomas Sotomayor was over here the other day. Had Project Pat here. I saw her. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
everything. You know, despite all the downs, it's a growing atmosphere. It's a developing space, and it seems like it can't be stopped. And more people keep coming out of the space to do other things, to go big. So it's just like everything going on the past week. I mean, all the foolishness contributes to the growth. So it is what it is. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true.
man.
I mean, is that what makes it? Is the hate that freaking instrumental in the growth of of media? Is that what grows it? The fucking hate.
Love and hate grows it. Those two things. Then you got 3 people that love you, 3 people hate you, 4 people is not gonna care. That's the law of 10. So it's the love and the hate that grows media. The hate, it's no such thing as bad publicity. So everybody bad talking about you, still talking about you.
Yeah. So between the love and the hate, is there a battle for those 4 in the middle? Is there a battle for the people who are indifferent? Is that what it is? Is that
That's what it is? That's exactly what it is.
To make people care who don't care? Because obviously you watch the motherfucker shit with hate, you care.
If you hate me or love me. I don't care. Most people, I mean, when I was going hard, probably like half the people watching me didn't probably did not fuck with me. But it don't matter. You're still watching. You're still contributing to the watch time. You're still engaging. So I already got you. I'm trying to get the people who are indifferent. I don't care if you love me or hate me.
Yeah. Because even a dislike is a view.
Exactly.
once you hit that broadcast button, any fucking like any dislikes after that still count as a view. That's why I don't really care about motherfuckers who hit the dislike, because motherfucker, you was watching. You were watching. But see, that's the thing though. Like, I'll say again, you're watching. So I mean, it's not like you're indifferent, because if you didn't give a shit, all right, if you had total apathy for what was going on here, and you know, when I talk about what's going on here, I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about, you know, fucking media in general. If you're not liking what's going on, you're steadily returning. You're steadily watching. You're steadily in the fucking chat room. I mean, I was telling the brothers last week that, you know, somebody had wrote me and it was, oh, X, you know, your bot blocked me because, you know, I got that bot in the chat. And, you know, I go in there, you know, to find them and unblock them. The fucking names that I see in there, I'm like, these motherfuckers don't even like me. How the fuck did they get blocked in my chat? You know, I see all these names of people that, you know, I mean, I was surprised to see their names in there. Like, what is this motherfucker doing in here? Because obviously this motherfucker was in my chat if he got blocked. Obviously, he was in my chat trying to write. So I'm like, this person hates me. This person thinks, you know, I'm whack. This person, you know, but their channel is in the fucking in the block section. I found it to be quite comical. I did. And you know what I did with some of them? I actually unblocked them. And that's something I don't normally do. But usually if a person is blocked in my chat room, if they don't write me and say, hey, X, you know, your bot blocked me on some bullshit, you know, because I don't really fuck with my block list like that. Because me, I don't really block folks. You know, my moderators do, and that fucking robot does. But I don't do a lot of blocking of people, man. I don't block folks, man. But my fucking bot will. What's good, brother Art? I should bring brother Art up here too, because I'm pretty sure he can tell some tales of hate. He's probably one of the most low-key measured people in the goddamn on the internet. Check your email, brother Art. Yeah, man. You know, I was so shocked, brother Ramil, because, you know, the people that I saw in there were people that I know. They don't fuck with me like that. They don't fuck with me like that. So why the fuck do I see your name, you know, inside the fucking blocked channel section, man? Oh God, and there's so many people in there. I couldn't believe how many people were in there, man. You know, I remember before when I used to look in my block list, and you know, it'd be a section, you know, maybe about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 inches long. Now I gotta scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll to find a name. I'm like, God damn, all these fucking people are blocked. I mean, what the fuck? It's more motherfuckers in there blocked than I be having people in my chat room to begin with. It's like 200-300 motherfuckers in there. I guess that's why my numbers are down, because it's like 200 motherfuckers in there, blocked like a motherfucker. And see, like I say, I don't block people, man. I mean, you know, I could count the motherfuckers on my hand that I've blocked the whole time I've been on YouTube. The whole time. Like Tampa Supreme in the chat room right now, right? And I hope you don't mind that I'm saying this, Tampa. I was in someone else's chat, you know, saying what's up to him. And Tampa was like, oh, X, you blocked me. I'm like, no, the fuck I didn't. What are you talking about? No, I did not. All right. I know who I block. All right. That's how little I block people. I know who I block. I'm like, I didn't block you. Like maybe that robot might have blocked your ass. I didn't. Because I don't be blocking folks like that. I don't. Maybe one of my moderators did it. Told you. I probably, in the whole time I've been on YouTube for 5-6 years, I might have blocked maybe 4-5 people in total. All right, in total. I mean, I don't block folks. I don't. Shit, I go in there and unblock motherfuckers. You know, especially if you hit me up. You hit me up, oh X man, shit block. I'll go in there and fucking unblock you. I mean, because I know that motherfucking robot will cut your motherfucking head off before you say a fucking word. Your shit will never get on that screen. That motherfucker decapitate you with the quickness. So, you know, there's that. So I will go in there and I will unblock you if you request it. I mean, if you don't say shit, I mean, you just gonna stay there because I don't really check the block list like that. I really don't. I don't know who motherfuckers be blocking or, you know, whatever. And I don't really pay attention to what the chat bot be doing. You know, and that motherfucker go through the chat room and do its own thing. So I guess it picks and chooses the motherfuckers it want to decapitate. I don't know. But let me ask you this, man. Have you had people, because I hear this a lot, and this perplexes me too. I hear people talk about people who follow them from channel to channel to channel to channel. Like they get on your channel and you know, talk all kinds of shit to you inside your chat room. Then if you come here, they'll be in my chat room saying all kinds of shit. You go down to somebody else's shit, they'll be there talking shit to you. Do you have that? Do you have those kind of lovers? I should call them, because they ain't haters, they lovers. Do you have those kind of lovers who follow you from channel to channel to channel?
I mean, over time I've had them. I don't have them now because I haven't really been active. But yeah, I definitely. I mean, you got them too, man. Trust me. I got yes.
Shit. I actually got, well, I had. They haven't wrote me in a while. You know, I had a lover too. You know, they try to be haters, but they lovers. So I'm gonna call them lovers. I had a lover write me in my fucking email one time. And they were like, oh, X, you know, I don't like, you know, the shit you talk about, blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker, literally, I could blow them the fuck up right now, but I'm not. They know who they are. And they were like, oh, X, you know, I don't like the shit you talk about. You know, you disparage people and, you know, you give false information and all this kind of bullshit. Now, mind you, this fucking person, well, no, that's not true. I got another one. I got 2 or 3 lovers. You know, they lovers. And I was on somebody's channel. One time, and the motherfuckers actually confronted me about some shit I said just because I had wrote in somebody's chat room, you know, saying peace to them. And this motherfucker jumped, oh, X, man, you said X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Went into this whole motherfucking diatribe in the chat room. And I was like, I said, look, man, I'm not gonna engage you here. I have a channel, motherfucker. You can come to my channel, you know, with that shit. And you know what this motherfucker's reply back was? His reply was, oh man, I don't want to come to your punk ass channel. But wait a fucking minute. You in somebody else's chat room, you know, writing these long ass motherfucking soliloquies about the shit I talk about. So obviously you have spent a considerable amount of time at my punk ass channel to know the shit I talk about. Like, it's so much double speak on media. I mean, it's so much double speak. You telling the motherfucker, oh man, I don't want to come to your channel. I want to come to your channel. Motherfucker, you've been writing bullshit to me for the past 5 fucking minutes about the shit I talk about. Oh, you mean you don't want to come to my channel anymore? Because obviously you've been there, Negro. You were there. That's why you're talking to me, right? But now you want to tell me you don't want to come there. I mean, shit is crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's just insane. It's some insane shit on this media stuff, man. And like I said, that's why I've been doing these shows, man, to talk about this stuff, man, to discuss this stuff, man. And I don't think it's ever going to quit, but at the very least, all right, at the very least, we could get to some type of understanding of it, man. Get to some type of understanding, because I think that this shit is I think it's a brewing pot, man, for problems down the road. And I'll tell you what I mean. Now, we're all on media, right? We all on the tube, we all on this media shit, YouTube and Twitter and all this bullshit. But I tell people all the time the world is getting smaller, right? And I know it's getting smaller because in the fucking town that I live in, I've ran into like 3-4 motherfuckers who say they watch me on YouTube. Right? I've run into them. So the world is getting smaller. So when you got this kind of shit going on, especially when you have people saying shit about you that's not true, especially when you have people doing shit like calling your fucking job, putting pictures of your fucking dad on the fucking internet, pictures of your baby, pictures of your wife and shit like that. You did this shit to a motherfucker. If you fuck around and run into that nigga, what do you think that confrontation is going to be like? What's it going to be like?
Yeah, man. You can't really call it, man.
You just, it just seems like people have went so far with so much shit, and I know it goes on a lot, man, and I know people do it a lot. It's happened to people that I fuck with. It's happened to people who I don't necessarily fuck with, and all of it is wrong. All right, I mean, I don't give a fuck if you're a motherfucker that I don't even fuck with. The last thing I would do, man, is put pictures of like your mom or your wife or your pops or your kid or man. They don't have nothing to do with this shit, for one. And number two, this is media. So whatever problems we have in media, it's very easy for me to avoid you. That's one thing about media. All right. Media is a place where it's easy for people to be around each other and congregate, but it's also very easy to avoid motherfuckers. Yeah, it's very easy to avoid them. I mean, not hard to avoid people, man, in the digital age. I mean, it's not, especially on this YouTube shit. You don't have to be like you don't have to be in conversations or on panels or in discussions of any type with anybody you don't want to on media. That's the beauty of it. So that's why I'm so perplexed about, people who have these problems with everybody, but they want to continue to fucking engage them. Like, I'm not going to engage a motherfucker that I got all these problems with, because, see, I wouldn't do that in real life. You a motherfucker I got problems with, guess what? The last thing I'm going to do is come to your fucking house. And the last thing you want to do is come to mine. All right? Me and you, we got a problem. Why am I at your house? Why am I knocking at your front door? And motherfucker, I know you ain't trying to be knocking at mine. But media, especially YouTube, this shit like The Sims, right? It's like The Sims. So, it's this whole digital shit. I'm digitally knocking on your door. I'm digitally coming in and putting my boots on your couch. All this kind of nonsense. So it's like, what the hell, man? I mean, a lot of people, man, you just want to tell them to grow the fuck up. Grow up, Negro. That's what you want to say. Because it's not like these are kids. I could understand it. I could understand it if motherfuckers were 16. All right? I could totally understand it. They were 14, 15, 16. I know. I got a teenage granddaughter, so I would get it then. But man, you got motherfuckers that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s doing this shit. Doing this shit. It's like, what is wrong with you motherfuckers? What is wrong with y'all? What's good with it? Cut to the chase, young fella. What's good with it, man? You can come up too if you want to, man. If you wanna come through. Matter of fact, let me put the old email banner up, man. We here, everybody, with the one and only Ramil Amyr. I know y'all Negroes ain't seen him in a while because y'all don't got pulled with him like me to get him on your shit. Y'all don't have that pull to get him on your shit like X does. the one and only Ramil Amyr. I know that people have more problems with you. I've noticed this. People have more problems with you. Not if you necessarily talk about black people. It seems like you have more problems when you talk about the infamous black woman now. Now, if you do a lot of talking about that sparks problems. Yeah, that sparks problems more than anything else. Because people will say, oh, man, you throw black people under the bus. You do this, you do that. But they only say that shit when you're talking about women. They only do that shit when you're talking about the females. So you talk shit about black men all you want. Yeah, you talk shit about black men all you want. Motherfuckers ain't going to say nothing about that shit. They're not. You may get a handful of motherfuckers who might say, oh, man, disparaging black men. But you can get up this motherfucker and go on a tirade about black men every single fucking day, and no one says a word. No one cares. Yeah, shit, you'll probably have 500 motherfuckers in the chat if you do it. But, boy, you start talking about them black women, boy. You start talking about them hoes. You start talking about them baby mamas. Boy, that's when them motherfuckers start creeping out of the fucking crevices, boy. Everybody's making a video about you now. Even motherfuckers who got 3 subscribers. They got like 3 subscribers, god damn it. They're talking about you. That shit is crazy, man. But let me ask you, man, when do you see the most vitriol and hate coming your way? Do you see it coming at you? Because you talk about different things too. You talk about real estate and finances and stuff like that. Do you ever have any hate coming to you when you talk about that stuff? When you talk about real estate, when you talk about finance, when you talk about that kind of shit? Does the hate come your way then?
Nah, it only comes, like you said, when it comes to the female talk, and people ready to die for the female. So I mean, it's just like, I just realized that I see women in a different way, and it's probably not for the way I see women. Is probably not for public consumption because people just can't handle it. I mean, it just a lot of times it's too much. So
Yeah, I think you hurt everybody's feelings, man, when you was coming on there with that pump and dump shit, boy. That shit hurt motherfuckers' feelings, brother Ramil.
Yeah, people not ready for the pump and dump. They just not. Really, people really get like,
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, brother Ramil. When I had first started watching you, because you were like you were one of my openers when I started doing the debate series. I think you were the first, you was one of the first people on that series. And I had been watching you and shit, before then. And I started seeing so many fucking videos with your picture on it. I start seeing videos with Pump and Dump. I start seeing videos with Ramil Amyr, that kind of shit. I'm like, God damn, look at all these fucking
so stupid. I hate, man.
like all these videos about this brother, like, because sometimes, you just fuck around on YouTube and you say, fuck it, I type motherfucker name in and see what come up. And more, this is what's really crazy. More videos about you came up in the search engine than videos of yours.
I know. That shit was, I just don't like all that attention either.
Well,
you're right. At some point in time, it was just so many videos back to back to back. I'm just like, man, y'all just.
That's because they're lovers, man. They're not haters, brother Ramil. They're lovers. We have to turn them to lovers now. That they love you. All right. They're just pretending to be haters. That's what I say. Fans perpetrating as haters. They're lovers of yours, man. I'm telling you, they're lovers. They're not haters. They're lovers. They're not fighters. Motherfuckers are lovers. Right. And the crazy thing is, I guess because they figure if they put, because a lot of big YouTubers go, through that shit. They put your name in the title, so they can catch the algorithm, or whatever the case may be. They get a few thousand views off of it. I think that's got a lot to do with it too. Because you got people, man, that will like come out of the sky, man, and talk shit about you. If you're prolific enough, if you're getting enough attention, if you're getting enough views, and people will, they'll fall out of the sky, man, and start talking shit about you. And these motherfuckers, you've never seen these motherfuckers in your chat. They're from a whole different fucking section of YouTube, if you will. And these motherfuckers are making a video about you. And it's like, what the hell? I remember one time I had a dude in my comment section, and I don't even remember what the damn video was about. And he was talking shit. Oh, X, man, he was saying this, that, and the other thing. And, underneath he had a link, right? So I hit the link. And when I went to the link, this motherfucker had like this whole like this whole like web page thing talking shit about me. Like you know how they have those little bullshit web pages, where motherfuckers could go and blog and shit. He had a whole thing talking about not the whole video, brother Ramil, talking about this one fucking sentence I use out of the whole, like, and I think the video, because I think it was a pre-recorded video, and the pre-recorded video was like 30 minutes. He didn't talk about the whole video. He talked about this one fucking sentence that I had said. And I thought it was hilarious. I was like, damn, you dedicated all this time to my ass. And during that time, I didn't even have a lot of subscribers back then. I think I had like, I don't know at that time, because it's been a while. I think I had like maybe 1,200 at the time. This motherfucker dedicated a whole page. And I downloaded that shit too. I got it in my digital library too. I mean, he dedicated a whole fucking page, man, just talking shit about this one fucking goddamn sentence. I'm like, come on, man, this is insanity right here.
A lot of time on their hands.
That shit was hilarious to me, man. It was just fucking hilarious, brother Ramil. And he's the only one that's went that far. I guess I ain't good enough. I haven't gotten up there yet, to get the true hate, I just get the little, the hate droppings, the little fibers of hate. I don't know where the other brothers are. They might have freaking forgot to come through here, man. But I mean, I'm glad you came here, man. I mean, because it's been a while, man, since you and I have rapped. You are the league champion. I'll say that again. Told you I got to send you a box of cigars or something. You are the league champion. But I did notice that you haven't done anything. I noticed that when I looked, I don't know, I guess like a week or two ago. I was like, damn, Brother Ramil ain't did nothing in a minute, man. I was like, I gotta hit Brother Ramil up, man. See what he up to and shit. So you said that it's still up in the air whether or not you're coming back to YouTube. Are you still active on other media or no?
Nah, I'm just got a lot going on right now. I mean, I'll probably come back to YouTube probably later this year. Probably come back later this year.
Well, you had quit this shit before, right?
I don't never really quit. I just don't. I just times I just don't feel like messing with it. I don't never really quit. I just be times I just be like, I'm good for a little bit. I just come back anytime I want. That's pretty much how it's always been since I've been on YouTube. It's just been like that.
So what, you just wake up one day and you be like, you know what, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah, I'm just tired of these niggas.
Fuck this shit and just be
I'm
gone.
back in a few months. I'm back in like 6-7 months. You know what I mean? Come back.
Oh, shit, man. Yeah, well, hopefully, man, when you come back, man, I had this PhD waiting for you, man, so we can go ahead and see if he can challenge the crown and shit, when you do decide to come through, man, and fucking make your return back to the airways and shit. Cause I got a couple. I actually have a few. I have a few doctors and shit, that I kind of fuck with. So, I'm gonna be bringing them through, man. I thought that, to be honest, the brother, the PhD that's going up against MOT Wednesday, I actually thought he would be the guy that I would match you up with. But it didn't work out that way. Like I said, he had, me and him had been emailing back and forth, and he challenged Brother MOT. So, I went ahead and put that together. But I was thinking about you, though. I was like, damn, I was hoping I could get, maybe I could still make that shit happen. I'm gonna throw that shit at him, man, when he come on Wednesday. Be like, yo, man, I got this brother, man. I want you to debate, man, in the future. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that his way, man. See what he have to say about it and shit, man. Cause I don't really miss doing the debates on a regular basis, because actually, I've been doing a few of them here and there, small ones. Actually did one last night, as a matter of fact. And I think I got, let me see. Let me look up here. I think I may have one next week as well. And that's after the MOT and Green Gorilla. That's after those. So I might have one Friday night too. I'm still waiting for confirmation on that one. But I miss the brothers like you coming through and debating. I miss the Fantastics coming through and debating. I miss the people like Amiri coming through, and the Cerulean Grays and people like that. I miss those people, coming through, because when y'all brothers came through and debated, those were usually some of my, best debates. I don't know if it was because of the topics or because of the personalities, that y'all were going against, but those were like some of my best debates. I missed MOT coming through. People like, Jay Shine coming through, debating. I miss those dudes coming through and debating, because those debates like that, man, those debates, man, had like the highest views, man. Debates like that, those were the ones, man. The ones Jay Shine, MOT, Cerulean, Fantastic, people like that. Those debates, man, were, those were the hard hitting, those were my greatest hits, I should say. My greatest hits. Shit, man. And the crazy thing is that when I started doing those, that's when I started having a lot of problems. If I think back, that's when I started getting problems from not just people on YouTube, but also goddamn YouTube itself, to be honest. Yeah. That's kind of when the problems kind of started. That's when my channel started getting struck. That's when they start demonetizing my shit and taking my videos off and all this all kind of nonsense. So, I mean, this channel has grown, but I'm glad it hasn't grown expeditiously. I'm glad it hasn't, because, like you said, man, a lot of problems come with that shit, man. A lot of problems come with that shit, man, because I see brothers that's growing, man, and the fucking shit, you go ahead and put their name in the goddamn search box. Man, it's 500 videos and none of them are theirs. None of them are theirs. It's a bunch of other people with their image, clips of their shit, and it's just crazy, man. Mockeries of them, with their faces distorted, and all kinds of bullshit. Like, come on, man. This shit is just insane, man. It just is, man. Is there anybody? Let me ask you, and I think I already know the answer. Is there anybody out there, and you don't have to be specific, is there anybody out there that you quote unquote, well, I'm not going to say hate, because I think we've been using that word wrong, but is there anybody out there who, you just have like that apathy for, like, maybe a person that you might have watched their shit, you might have fucked with them in the past, but now it's just straight apathy for them? Do you have any people out there like that?
I mean, what do you mean, like, what, in this space? Or I don't know, because
do you have people that you might have fucked with before, and now you just like, you know what, I don't fuck with this motherfucker no more?
I mean, probably the people I got into it with on YouTube. I mean, but, even right now, I try to catch what's going on about once a day if I can. And even then, sometimes it's not really that long, but I'm still like, I try to just see who's on. Like today, I saw a project, somebody Project Pat. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, that was good shit, man. Shout out, man, to For the Record TV, man. That was a hellified interview, man. That was a big, and I told him, I went up there and told him, I'm like, man, this is a good get, man. Like, that's what we would call that radio. We would call that a good get.
Yeah, Pat, that's to me, he's like top 5 to me.
Yeah, that's hardcore right there, man. Yeah. That's hardcore. You ain't gonna see him on too many motherfucking shit. Exactly. you ain't seeing that every day. You're not. You're not seeing that every day. I mean, you would think that when you see people, like that come up on somebody's stuff, I'm pretty sure there's some hate, on that, there's hate on, oh my God, man, you got money. There's some hate on that, because see, what I think happens is it goes back to the, it's all right for me, but not all right for thee thing. People think that you're not worthy of doing the shit you're doing, especially when you're getting more views, especially if they think you're making more money, especially if they think that you are more influential than they are. Because for some reason, people tend to believe that you're not worthy of your success, but they are. They're worthy of your success. You're not. Even though it's success that you may have built all yourself, put together all yourself, you're not worthy of it. They are. And I think that's where a lot of the problems arise from, because in their mind, this dude shouldn't be making this money. This dude shouldn't have these many views. This dude shouldn't have these many likes, these many subscribers, these many whatever. Not him. That should be me. That's what I think it all boils down to, man. And a lot of people call it jealousy, right? They call it jealousy, but it's not. I don't really think it's so much of jealousy, man. I think it's more of well, of course I guess there's a bit of envy, because they wish it was them, but I think it's more so that these people think they're better than you. Now, even though the numbers, the money, the views, the likes, all that, shares aren't indicative of that. It's not indicative of that. But see, they think they're better than you. So they disregard the numbers. They disregard the data. They disregard the likes, the shares, the views, how prolific your name is. They disregard all of that because, see, these are people who don't want to let the market decide. They think the market's wrong. Yeah, they believe the market's wrong. The market's wrong. Goddamn, brother Ramil, you shouldn't have no fucking 50,000 views on your video, man. You shouldn't be making all this money. I shouldn't be seeing all these goddamn super chats go up in your shit. But the market is deciding. The market's deciding. And I think that's the problem. It's the problem for them because, see, the market has decided that you are the one to get the views, to get the money, to get the whatever, the accolades, whatever comes along with that. The market has decided it. But they believe the market is wrong because, see, in their minds, you are not worthy of your success. And I know you don't just do, YouTube shit. I know you sell herbs and all that kind of stuff. You do real estate, business deals, all that kind of shit. Do you have those kind of people in your real life? Fuck YouTube. You got people like that in your real life?
I mean, I'm not really a people person, so I don't even deal with that many people in my real life, family, I got business associates. And so it's very hard to get to me, so, I just, I just don't have that many people to have those sort of open-ended situations where somebody can creep in like that. Not saying it's impossible, but it's just, I keep a tight ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've learned to do that too over the course of many years. I know me, I have people who think that way. Well, I've been told that on here. Shit, people have told me, the only reason why you can do what you do because the white man let you. What? The white man got to do with this shit? Nothing. Shit. Only reason why your ass on YouTube is because the white man let you. I mean, so what are you saying here? You know, I mean, shit, the white man don't got nothing to do with what I own. And guess what? Ain't no white man in a position to take none of the shit that I own away. Because all the shit I own outright. Everything. I own it outright. Outright. All right. I ain't financing shit. All right. Everything I own, I have already bought. Yeah, it's already bought and paid for. So, you know, if you take it from me, now your ass stealing. So where do you think we should go? Where do you think we should go far as, you know, this media stuff? You know, not just necessarily YouTube per se, but it seems like YouTube is I don't know, I guess this is it. This is our little piece of whatever media. Where do you think it should go?
Same direction. Just keep pushing forward. You know, it's a slow process. It's growing. Just keep pushing forward. You know.
Mm. Do you think it's people that shouldn't be here? Not that we can stop them, but do you think that there are people that shouldn't be here?
I mean, no. I mean, if you can make it happen, make it happen. I mean, if you contribute. The market determines who's going to be here and who's not. So, you know, every little bit counts.
Mm. Okay.
Y'all keep pushing it forward. So when I come back, whenever I feel like come back, I can get back on the train. Y'all keep moving it forward. You know what I mean?
Oh well, you got to follow it anyway. Once they discover that you back on here, I mean, they'll be back. They'll be back. You know, the haters, the lovers, and the you know, the people with apathy and indifference. They'll be back too. Yeah, they'll all be back. They'll be back. Well, do you know of somebody who may not be quote unquote in media, you know, in a serious way, and they should be? Is there people that should be here but aren't?
Well, I wouldn't know who they are. I would just say that there's always room for, you know, there's always room. There's always room for something else. You know, you gotta have an abundance mindset. So there's always a niche out there.
Mm.
You know, so anybody who should be here should go in and find their spot.
Do you believe we've cornered ourselves? Have we cornered ourselves by the stuff we talk about? I mean, have we put ourselves in a corner? Have we put ourselves in a position where, you know, we can't get any farther? Are we there? I mean, have we, you know, built this dome around us where, you know, because of the things we may talk about, it can never get to another place?
No, because it keeps growing. Like I said, you saw Kevin Samuels come about this space.
Yeah.
A few other people come. No, it's a big market for this if you approach it correctly and you hit the right spots. Like, no, you haven't cornered yourself. No, this is a growing market. There's still a lot of openings in it.
Mm. So, you know, when it comes to the type of success that Brother Samuels has had, you know, and I don't really talk about Brother Samuels like that on my channel, but if you have his success, right, should you stay away from everybody else? Like, should you go ahead and just do your thing and everybody else just kind of, you know, lead them down there, so to speak?
To a degree, yeah. So that you could protect what's yours to a degree, because everybody knows you. They don't know everybody else. So to a degree,
Mm,
there has to be some form of separation.
yeah.
You know, so that you can keep what's going, so that you are able to still reach back and help whoever through your network that you build.
Mm. Because people have said, and I've heard this, I've heard this in, quite a few circles that, when you get big, you need to reach back, and look out for the brothers, you need to do all that, that whole, you know, you know, um, invest in the brothers, give back, et cetera, et cetera. And me, I don't necessarily believe that. I think once you reach a certain pinnacle in what you're doing, I don't think I don't think there's anything wrong with looking out for brothers. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if I buy a mansion on the hill, I'm not going to have a bunch of Negroes at said mansion. Um, there will be no big gigantic barbecues at the mansion. Um, Now I may leave the mansion, and come holler, from time to time, but we ain't gonna be having, gigantic pool parties at the mansion. Um, especially when you're talking about people especially when you talk about people that you're not even really that, because you kind of hear it. You hear that stuff from people who aren't really, they weren't really with the person like that. They weren't really, it wasn't like, they were thick as thieves with this person per se. They weren't. So to expect this person to reach back and bring you up, I think is ridiculous. Um, it's something different if you and him, y'all ran a gauntlet together and y'all came up together, something like that. That's debatable too, whether or not you should reach back and bring them back. But people who never really had anything to do with you, it's sort of like if, like I said, you jump up, you start making your money and you go and you buy a mansion on the hill. It's sort of like, the person who lived next door to you, you invite him to come, stay in the mansion with you just because he was your next door neighbor, even though, y'all live in the same neighborhood, and y'all throw your hand up in the morning as putting your garbage cans on the street, but you never really know him like that. So why would you invite him to your fucking mansion just because y'all lived in the same neighborhood? And I think that's what's going on with a lot of this shit. People see people rising, and just because we all in the same neighborhood, they expect you, to fill the goddamn fill the moving truck up, with a bunch of folks and bring them to wherever you going. And that falls under entitlement, I believe. I think that's kind of an entitlement fucking mind state, man. And believe it or not, I think that's where a lot of the fucking the quote unquote hate comes from. Because
Exactly. Yeah.
I said this last week, man. Your enemies don't come from Mars. They don't land here from Mars, man. Your fucking enemies are motherfuckers right within your circle of influence. Um, the closer motherfuckers are to you, I guess the more about you they can find out that they don't like about you. And it's somewhat disingenuous because, like I said, with the whole jilted girlfriend thing, now that y'all are done, now they have all this shit to say about you. But the whole time they were around you, like I said earlier, you know, whatever they don't like about you now, that means they never really liked it and they were just fucking pretending that whole time. So these motherfuckers weren't really your friend any fucking way. They weren't really, you know, cool with you like that. Because, you know, these motherfuckers, you know, they had these problems with you then. They just fucking pretended. And now that you know, now that y'all ain't cool no more, you hear all this shit. Like, wait a minute, motherfucker. You know, used to be at my crib every fucking day. All right, for years. Now, motherfucker, you telling everybody how, you know, my fucking house ain't shit, and you know how you don't like my furniture, and you know how, you know, you didn't like the food I cooked in this motherfucker, or the beer I bought, or the, you know, I mean, just, you know, I'm just making an analogy, but that's kind of where we are, man. You know, especially when you talk about the quote unquote hate watching, like, because obviously, if you were watching me in the beginning, you were a fan, right? You're on you and I on panels and shit like that together, so we all right. So once the breakup happens, the breakup takes place, and now I hear about all this shit, you know, that you didn't like, and it's like, wait a fucking minute, man. You could have said that to me before we ran the gauntlet together, before we were around each other all that time. Because, see, one thing I don't believe in doing is wasting people's time. I don't believe in that shit. All right? I don't believe in wasting people's time. If I genuinely fuck with you, I fuck with you. That's it. All right? That's why I'm around you. That's why I'm in the vicinity with you, because, you know, we all right. I mean, I'm not going to have all these, you know, I'm not going to have all these fucking, these egregious thoughts about you, but continue to hang around you until the breaking point, and now I get to spew all the shit about you that I hate. I mean, because like I said, man, I mean, if you all right with somebody, man, one thing you're supposed to be able to do, man, is to fucking, at the very least, man, tell them the truth, you know? So it makes me doubt when people do this shit, it makes me doubt if they really like the motherfucker in the first place, you know? I mean, do you have those people? Do you have people who on media, y'all started out cool, and then next thing you know, now they talking all this kind of shit about you. Y'all used to get along, now y'all don't. They used to watch your shit, they used to be in your chat, now they're making videos about you. Do you have those people who make all them videos that I've seen with your name and your image and all this kind of bullshit? Are some of those people ex-fans?
I mean, yeah, and I gotta get hit up out of here in a second, but of course, that definitely. I mean, it's so many people who I was, they become on my panels and all type of stuff, and I've been cool with them, other content creators, and then you know, sometime later now they doing videos about you. I've seen that plenty of time. I mean, that's I mean, where do I start? I mean, you know,
So
I've seen it all.
I know you gotta go, but when you see that kind of shit, I mean, what do you think when you see that kind of shit? Or do you just be like, fuck it, fuck them?
Another one bites the dust. I'm just like, whatever. Sure.
I mean, this my thing is this, man, and I, like I said, I know you gotta go, but my thing is this, man. If you really claim to hate someone, if you really claim to hate what they do, but you continue to be around this person, I'll say again, the problem's not them, it's you. It's you. And what if you're that kind of person, I would bet every motherfucking thing I own that you are like that with every motherfucker you claim to be all right with. Because see, if you do it to one person, you do it to another and another and another. And the only thing that's keeping you from doing that which you did to the last person is that these other people, you haven't had a fucking disagreement with them yet.
Yep.
It's the only thing that's stopping it. I think. All right. That's just what I think. So I mean, I'm weary of people that I see do that shit. I'm weary of them, man. I'm weary of motherfuckers who, you know, 1 minute, you know, you cool with this motherfucker, then the next minute you making all these videos and shit about them. Like, it's like, damn, man, you know, because I know that's not the first time you've done it. Therefore, it probably won't be the last. But, Brother Ramil, man, good chopping it up with you, man. You know, as always, brother. Hopefully you don't stay gone too long. And when you do come back, when you make your debut, man, I hope your fucking debut is here, man, doing a fucking throwdown, man, with a PhD. Or does it have to be, let me ask you this, does it have to be a PhD per se? Can it be a scientist or a lawyer?
Yeah,
Or,
it could be any
okay.
professional, somebody who
Okay.
has some sort of, you know, credential or just somebody who's just, it had to be, you know, it had to be one of them big joints for me to come back in the ring, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind, man, and I'm gonna hit you up, man. When the next time I hit you up, when you see my email, you already know what I'm in there for. You're gonna already know what I'm in there for. All right.
Sounds good.
I appreciate you, brother, man, for coming through, man. You know, hit me up if anything. You know, you got my phone number. You know, you hit me up or whatever, man. You know, whenever you feel like it, man, my man. All right.
I appreciate it, man. You be safe, and thanks a lot, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. Anytime, brother Ramil.
Right,
Peace.
Cool. Peace out. Yep.
Ramil Amyr, everybody. Brother Ramil has been like out of the loop, man. He hasn't really been doing anything. Of course, you know, when he does decide to come through, he comes through right here on the TPOT YouTube page. You Negroes know. But yeah, you know, I was just, the reason why I did this and the reason why I did the show last week is because there's a lot of on media, and I'm not just talking about YouTube, man. I'm talking about media in general. There's a lot of this shit on media where you have this whole my stuff is better than your stuff. Your stuff shouldn't be on here. I'm going to convince people that your stuff is garbage, my stuff is great. You know, there's a lot of that here, you know, and it's kind of always been here. But when it comes down to it, y'all all know what this comes down to, right? It's not so much that people really care about black folks like that. Trust me. The main people who will accuse you of being a coon, a Sambo, the main people who will accuse you of hating black folks, not liking black folks, Go and watch some of their shit. Go and watch some of their shit. These same people who are telling you how you hate black people and you don't like black folks, and these same people, what are they doing? Fucking with black people. Now, of course, they'll justify it, you know, well, I'm doing this because of X, Y, and Z. But if you cared about black people so fucking much, why are you doing it at all? Why are you doing it at all? You care about black people, right? So the last thing you want to do is be trying to chop off the heads of more black people, right? Why would you want to be chopping off the heads of other black people? Regardless of your reasons, right? How's the saying go? Love conquers all. So if love conquers all and you love black folks, the last thing you should be doing is decapitating black folks. You love them, right? And that love of black folks supposed to conquer whatever slight you feel like they've done to you, right? Right? At least it's supposed to. If you claim to love them the way you say you do. I mean, people will get up here and, you know, they will accuse you of talking like a white person, using white folks talking points and helping white supremacy. And, you know, you'll hear all of that. Yeah, you'll hear all of that. Have you believing that, you know, white folks, like me and Brother Ramil was talking about earlier, that white folks just wake up every day with Negroes on their mind, you know. Just wake up with Negroes on their mind, you know. How many Negroes can they be supreme over? And they wake up every day thinking about that. This is what people will convince you of. The big bad white boogeyman, you know. But ironically, these people who are always giving you these tales of the big white boogeyman, you never see them going in on the white boogeyman, do you? How many videos do they make about white folks? How many videos are they slamming white people? You know, the white folks are so bad, right? They're the boogeyman. All white folks do is walk around and try to subjugate black people all day long, every day. So how come with all this with all these white boogeymen all over the world and all these white boogeymen all over the internet, there's plenty of them for you to target. So there's plenty of people on media that they don't spew nothing but bigotry, discrimination. Talking about white supremacy. You talking about evil white folks. Man, it's people on the internet, man, they don't spew nothing but bigotry, racism. But how often you see these people who talk about all this white folks doing this to black folks stuff, How often do you see them taking their damn what's good, brother Sheed? I see you up there, brother. How often do you see them talking about them? How often? Maybe we should start asking them. Because that's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you, oh man, white people do it too. Why you don't never talk about white people? That's what they'll say. So why aren't they saying that to themselves? Why aren't they saying that in the mirror? Why aren't they saying that in the mirror? Because they're quick to tell you, oh man, white people do it too. Latino people do it too. Asian people do it too. But how many Asians do you see in their videos? How many white folks? How many Latinos? See, this is what I'm talking about. They'll tell you that shit in a minute. Y'all know. Those of you who make videos and shit, y'all have heard it all before. I know I have. Man, why you don't never talk about white people? Which is a fucking lie when they're talking to me, because I got plenty of videos where I'm talking shit about white folks. But you never see them talking about white folks, do you? Never see them in white folks' chat room when they live, do you? You never see them trying to get white folks' channels flagged, do you? Of course not. Because y'all know me. I believe that many of us, we're scared of white folks. We adore white folks. We love them, fear them, idolize them all at the same time. These Negroes who will go in on you and say all this shit about you, they wouldn't dare do that shit to a white person on media. They wouldn't dare do it. They wouldn't. They would not dare to do it. Because when they do talk about white folks, they're always trying to convince us how they're doing all this shit to us and how they're keeping us from doing this and doing that. And how every time we walk out of our door, we need to be wary of the white man. When most of our black asses don't even have no contact with white people. Most of us don't. Most black people don't have no interactions with white folks. And if you do, it's usually in the confines of working. You might work around them. You might see them at your job. You ain't interacting with white people like that, man. You're not. I've had this conversation before with people. And you know what they tell me? Oh, X-Man, you don't understand. You know, it's a structural thing. You know, that's how white supremacy works. You know, it's a structural thing. It's not a, you know, it's not an individual thing. You know, it's structural. As if I'm not a black man too. As if I didn't have a black father or a black grandfather who went through way more discrimination and racism than the 50 of us Negroes combined. Yeah, I understand the structural process. Yeah, I get it. But what I don't get is when you claim to fight the influence of the white man, but you do it by tearing down black folks. The same thing that you claim other people are doing. See what I'm talking about? You claim to be fighting the influence of white people. You claim to be fighting the influence of white people, but you're doing it by tearing down black people. That I do not get. That I do not understand. Especially when you accuse other people of doing that. Doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. How the hell you fighting a white man by tearing down a black man? How? How does that fight the white man exactly? Like I was telling Brother Ramil, maybe I'm just an old fool and I don't understand it. Maybe that's what it is. You're trying to fight the quote unquote white power structure. Don't you think you should be taking it to white people? Shouldn't you be going over to their streams and talk shit to them? Shouldn't you be disliking their videos and trying to get it flagged, Shouldn't you be doing that? I was listening to David Carroll today, shout out to David Carroll, man. I was listening to him today. And Brother Carroll said a lot of this shit, just BS. And I've heard him say it before. And I thought to myself, I said, well, some of the people are legit, because I know a few brothers who, they're really about what they say they're about. They're about what they really say they're about. But I think a lot of these people who always talking this white man this and a white man that, a lot of these people are full of shit. They're full of shit. Shit, they hate you more than they hate the white man. I'm talking about hate watching shit. You would think they would be over there hate watching, the racist white folks who spew bigotry and BS and spew straight white supremacy, straight with no chaser. You would think they would be over there hate watching them, right? Not hate watching you. Let you know. But these people, man, they damn sure don't hate white folks. Absolutely not. Because if they do, they sure have a peculiar way of showing it. They have a funny, peculiar way of showing it. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. Hold on, y'all. This just came through. All right. Looks like we got another Friday night debate, y'all. I just got confirmation. I haven't put the thumbnail up because I was kind of waiting for this. So this is something else that's going to be part of the old TPOT programming notes. Next Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if y'all was tuning in last night, but Queen Mayat girl was here, and somebody saw her on my channel and wanted to challenge her. And y'all know who this person is. None other than Nicole Ali. Yeah. Lady Nicole will be debating Queen Mayat girl. That should be good. If y'all were watching last night, if y'all were watching the other night, that's going to be good. That's going to be Friday, y'all. I just got the confirmation. It just came through. That's going to be Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the TPOT YouTube page. You freaking know. What's good, American Negro? I see you up there, brother. Yeah. Yeah, because y'all know Lady Nicole was here a while back. You know, she was on the Ask the Doc series a while back. Yeah. So it's going to be her against, let me see, hold on. Yeah. Well, we'll probably do it 9:30. Oh no, we're gonna keep it at 9. Yeah, we'll keep it at 9. Yeah, we'll do it Friday night throwdown, man. Nicole Ali versus Queen Mayat girl. That ought to be interesting. Yes, that ought to be interesting. Yeah. See, now I gotta get a damn. See, I gotta hey, what's good, Big Nate? Oh, you coming up? All right, I'm gonna drop the link right quick. Oh, damn, he's here. Damn, I didn't know you were here already, brother Nate.
Problem. I was just sitting back here waiting.
Oh shit, man! You should have said something. You should have texted me or something like, "Hey, Negro, I'm in the back room." What's good with it, brother Nate?
I'm good, bro. What's up, man?
Same old shit. You know what it is, man. You know how long was you back there, man? I'm up here running my
just
damn
a couple of
mouth.
minutes. Just got home. A couple of minutes up there, bro. That's all.
Yo, before we get started, man, congratulations on the show, my brother. It's doing good. Congratulations, man. Salute to you, brother, man. I knew the shit would be a hit, man. I knew the shit would be a hit.
That, bro. I appreciate it, man. Just, I call it Operation Monetization. And trying to meet the criteria. I've already got some copyright strikes. Not a strike, but
what? Already?
Dude, because of the Nas's song in my intro.
Oh,
yeah, dude, so I gotta figure out. And it's good. I'm glad it happened now because I can figure it out and either pull it out of there or come up with something different. It makes the intro, though. I would hate to have to change that up. I'd pay for the licensing, depending on how much it would be. I'm looking into that now. But yeah, man, so far so good, bro. So far so good. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And of course you spit that Big Nate shit, man, that made you famous, man. So I mean, I'm like, damn,
bro.
I was listening to you the other night, man. I was in the car and shit, man. I was like, that fucking Nate, man.
Oh man, I couldn't have done this without men like you giving me an opportunity to come on your dais, man. And whenever Brother Xavier calls, man, if I can be there, I'm there, dog. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And it's crazy because I was listening to you in the car, and my wife was in the car, and she was like, "Oh, I like him," because a lot of motherfuckers on here she fucking hate. Me included. Me included.
Wow.
Me included, goddamn it. She don't even listen to my shit. Because she says, "Oh, I hear this shit all the time. I'm not watching your shit." So yeah, I was playing you in the car one night, man. She was like, wow. She was like, I like him. I was like, yeah, that's my boy Nate. Shit, man. You know, I turned it up, you know. Shit, man. Yeah.
Appreciate that, sir.
Abs-
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Should she like your shit more than she like mine?
I'm steering clear of that, dog. I'm steering clear of that, dog. I'm sorry, man. No comment. No comment.
Oh shit. But
hold on. I got something playing.
all right, go ahead.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Good shit, man. But I knew it would be a hit, though, man. God, I'm so glad you started a fucking channel, brother, mate. I'm so glad you did it, man. You're a voice that needs to be heard, and I gotta show you something right quick, being that you're here.
Sure.
So, just kind of sit back and check this out.
Only from TPOT Media. Open your mind.
Yeah.
It's the least I could do. You made That's the least I could do. My man Xavier is at the very beginning of my intro.
Yeah.
And dude, he helps set the you know, the feeling and the atmosphere of what's about to come. I mean, people talk about my voice, dog. Nigga, your voice is something special also, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man. Thank you.
I appreciate it, brother. Well, they know because I be playing that shit, man. I play it. I play your shit here. I'd be like, yeah, get down there, check out my brother, Big Nate. You know, this was before you it's my way of kind of slipping it in and hoping that you see it and just be like, you know what? I gotta goddamn do it now. Cause I'd be like, yo, get down there, check out my man, Big Nate. You know, here's a preview. You've heard the voice. You know the name. You've waited long enough. Little Big Nate, Big has arrived, and it's on. Let's go. Yeah, so you know,
my nigga, you could have charged me $1,500 for that.
Nah, hell no.
Nigga, that's some shit right there, boy. That's beautiful, man.
Your money's no good here, sir. Your money's no good here, sir.
Man,
it's no good here.
Xavier, bro. Salute, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. But so well, let me ask you now that I got you here. So what nights? Because I know you do Tuesdays, right?
Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Sunday we got the call-in show.
Oh shit!
With my co-host, Sir Tice.
Oh, you and Sir Tice? Oh
yeah,
my goodness!
Dude, last Sunday we had a show. Yeah.
Oh damn, and I missed it. How the hell I didn't get the goddamn?
Yeah, it's on the channel now. Last Sunday was "Should Black Women Be Choosing Their Own Mates?"
Oh Jesus Christ!
Absolutely, check it out. Check it out when you get an opportunity, bro.
How the hell I ain't get the notification of that shit? I know I hit.
They're already fucking with me. God damn it!
I know I hit the bell. Yeah, I gotta check my shit.
No problem. Just listen to it whenever you get the time, bro. Whenever you get the time. Me and Sir Tice will be broadcasting tomorrow too.
Oh shit! You and got this, Sir Tice. That's my dude right there.
Yeah, I mean, real smart.
Yeah, that's my dude.
You know, a real cool juxtaposition to me. I can, you know, sometimes be erratic. He's very, you know, even. He doesn't get, you know, he doesn't wild out like I do. You know, he's a little bit more measured, more rational. You know, he's a great juxtaposition to me. And you get the opportunity to see what prepared Black men look like. You know, as you do with many brothers' platforms across here. We got some brilliant niggas in the space.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant men in this space, man.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I want us talking for the productive class of Black America. That's my objective. I want us talking right now. Black women talk for us. Men like Van Jones and what's his name? Don Lemon, Mr. I've got a sexual assault case against me. You know, I allegedly assaulted a white male sexually. You know, these are the
What?
guys that speak for us. Dan Jones, who spent half his time crying on TV. These are the men they put up to represent us and speak for us when black women aren't speaking for us. It's time we speak for us.
I agree.
And that's what I hope to help accomplish, man. Getting our voices out there, man. Absolutely.
I agree, man. I totally agree, man. And you the guy to do it, man. You know, you are the guy to do it. You new up in here, but you're not new because everybody knows who you are, man. It's not like you're like this new guy that just kind of dropped out the sky. Everybody knows who damn Big Nate is. I mean, you were famous before you had a channel, so you know, everybody knows who you are.
Brothers like you letting me on your platform, man.
Oh yeah, man.
I couldn't
you already know what it is, man. Yeah, I'm just glad it's there. I'm glad I could be of assistance. You know, anything you need from me, you already know what it is. Voiceovers, whatever the hell it is, you already know what it is.
Awesome, man.
Hit me up and you already know.
And sometime this year, you and I, let me get my little YouTube money up. I'm taking you out to my favorite restaurant in Charlotte called Beef and Bottles. Taking you to Beef and Bottles, though. And we're gonna take some photos. I don't know if you heard my introduction, the first video I did.
Yes.
I talked about how we can get to our own 21 convention in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
I think it starts with brothers in states and neighboring states. Go ahead and take the 2, maybe 3 hour trip, meet for lunch, and let's start the process of building a camaraderie of brothers meeting and breaking bread and brothers talking about their businesses and who can be of assistance to who. That's how we're going to build these relationships. White guys do it on the golf course. We'll eventually evolve into that, but it all starts with meeting your brother. That's where it all starts, man. Just meeting and breaking bread. Go meet at an Outback for lunch one afternoon. You know, brothers may have to drive, so dinner may not be the best thing to do. Meet for lunch on a Saturday, man. Break bread, discuss shit. Let brothers who have been through the things you're going through, you know, advise you face to face on how to be able to get through it. It all starts there. Then if we can do that statewide for the next 1 or 2 years, we can start meeting regionally.
Yeah.
And those regional meetings can turn into our own 21 type convention, dog. And once we do that, nigga, once we get up under one roof and brothers have ironed out their differences and, you know, people aren't being emotional, dude, we can get representatives we can send up to Capitol Hill to work on our behalf. This is how the shit gets done. This is how the sausage gets made.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to push this idea. And if it has to start with me, so be it. It'll start with me and me taking this man to lunch at Beef and Bottles sometime this year. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, man. You know, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I actually know where it is. You know,
you do? Okay, good deal.
Yeah, man, I'm in the Queen City. I work all over this city, man. I'm all over this damn place, man.
I love Charlotte. I love Charlotte, man. I moved here in 2005 after my divorce, and I always wanted to live in, you know, close proximity to like a major city. And man, Charlotte's got a lot of great shit, a lot of beautiful.
It's growing. It's a growing place. Absolutely. I tell people that shit all the time. It is a growing place. It is not stagnant.
Not at all.
It's a money town. You know, many banks.
Absolutely.
Yep. Banks have their headquarters here.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't drive 2 miles without seeing some type of construction, whether it's a building, a bridge, a road, a house, a something, a train station. It's a growing place.
Absolutely.
And people who want to get in here, they better see me. I've been here since I moved down here in 2014. So, you know,
what were you? You were in New York before that?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I moved to Augusta at the age of 13, 14, and then moved back to New York for college, dropped out, came back to Augusta. I mean, I'm familiar with the South, but like in this region, Charlotte, I think, is only second to Atlanta.
Yeah.
As far as business opportunities and upwardly mobile Black people. And I think Charlotte is better because you don't have all the weirdo shit and the Hollywood shit that you have to contend with down there in Atlanta. But Yeah, Charlotte's a great city. Great.
Yes, it is. Oh, what's good, Doc? I see you up there. Oh, you went to JCSU, huh?
John C. Smith. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool deal.
yeah. He
Cool
went to
deal.
He went to JCSU, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn, Doc, you got to come up and tell us about that now. You wasn't supposed to say that. You can't say that and just bounce. You got to come up here and talk about it now, Doc. You done messed up. You done messed up, Doc. You done messed up. There's the link. Go ahead and hit it. You got to come up here and talk about it now, Doc.
What made you decide on Charlotte?
The opportunity presented itself.
Okay.
I know before we first came down here, you know, because my wife came down here first. She came down here. I stayed in New York.
Okay.
And she came because we have people down here. You know, we got people down here.
Gotcha.
So my wife came down here first, and you know, she took a look around, and because we were down here before, you know, we were down here before. I had came down here in 2008, but we went back in 2010 because of a job opportunity I got, you know, and the job opportunity, you know, the work moved me back to New York. So
wow.
I went back.
That's a lot of money you got to make to be able to make it justified to live in New York, though. You must have really had a good goddamn job opportunity.
Yeah, well, you know, I am
It's just so expensive up there. Good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But you know, I was born and raised in New York. So, you know, I've lived in many different parts of New York. And when I was up there, I wasn't living in New York City at the time. I actually was living in Hudson Valley, you know, in the mountains, like 1,400 feet elevation, where it's like nine goddamn months of winter.
Oh my God.
And then it just turns into summer for like 3 months, and then
2 seasons.
Yeah, that's it. It's winter and summer. Wow. That's it. There's no spring. There's no autumn. It's just it goes from being really, really hot to being really, really cold. Then goes from really, really cold to really, really hot. I mean, that's just with maybe a day or two in between, possibly. But we've been joined.
Background on you, bro.
Oh, is that me or is that the doc?
No, the guy that just came in. He's got some background noise.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a restaurant.
Okay, cool.
We've been joined by the good doctor. Dr. Anwar is in the house. What's good with it, Doc?
Nothing much, fellas. What's going on? I was passing by and I saw you had LilBigNate up here, so I thought I'd click on and see what was going on.
Oh, is that the only reason why you stopped by, Doc?
No, not Brother X. No.
I'm just messing with you. So you went to JCSU.
Yeah, I'm class of 1999. So I was there from 1995 to 99. So
good deal. Congratulations.
Yeah, so I was there before. I think the last time I went to homecoming was like 2 or 3 years ago. So all the stuff you see now, a lot of that stuff wasn't built up back then. The Bank of America building was called the Nations Bank building. They just built Ericsson Stadium. Well, now it's called something else, right? It's not. And yeah, it was. I'm from Buffalo, so I'm from upstate. So it was.
New Yorkers up here. Good
it was. Well, you know, technically, New York City folks consider upstate folks country.
Yeah,
I know.
So,
they do.
So, but it was a change going from Buffalo to Charlotte, but it was a good change.
A good change in every way, in your real estate taxes, in your car insurance. Dude, it's a different world coming down here, though. Financially, it's insane, man. It really is.
It is. I mean, that's why I decided, you know, to take the leap, man, you know, and start my business here. It probably would have been a little tougher in New York.
Regulations, the tax,
the hoops.
Absolutely.
They make you jump through, man, up there, just insanity.
Absolutely, man.
You know, when I got down here, when we first came down, starting my own business wasn't really on my mind. I had considered it before we moved, but it wasn't like, it wasn't a main focus. But once I was down here for like a month or so, I was like, wait a minute, man. I said, I can do this
I
here.
can work for myself.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Once I
sir.
start to see how shit was, and because I've been a mechanical engineer, man, for a long time. I made a lot of white people a lot of goddamn money.
Absolutely.
So when I got down here, and I saw the climate, I did the research, I made the phone calls and, talked to people, and I was like, man, after about a month of being here, I was like, you know what? I can do this here. And that's where it all began, man. That's where it all started. I mean, that's where it all started. And then I'm glad I did it, because ever since I've been here, I ain't had to work for nobody except me. And I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm retiring soon, man. I'm only gonna work like another 5-6 years, man. I'm done working after that, but I've been working a long time.
You gonna sell the business or just hire somebody to run it, or what will you do?
Well, I want to leave it to my grandson. Unfortunately, he's only 12 right now. But because my kids there are not even interested in it, man. I've been trying to get my sons to come down here, man,
Dude,
and help the old man out for like 5 years. Oh, Paul, I want to come down there, because they seem to think that I'm down here living with cows and horses and shit. Man, I'll come down the country. Oh, Paul. So my kids, they're not interested in this shit. But
so
my grandson is, he's interested in motors and power and engines. So
awesome.
So Brother X,
yes,
I gotta have you over on my channel, because I'm I have a science channel.
Okay.
And I'm in the biological sciences, but I also want to talk about the more tech and engineering stuff. So I gotta have you over some time to talk about what you do.
That don't take nothing but an email, Doc. I'll be
Okay.
right over there. Be right over.
All right.
Whatever you want. Whatever you
All
want.
right.
Long as it's at night now. Long as it's at
All right.
night.
At night. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Long as it's nighttime. If it's night, I'm over there, Doc.
What do you do exactly, Doc? If you don't mind me asking.
So LilBigNate. So I have I have a general biology degree from J.C. Smith. I have a PhD in pharmacology from the University of Michigan.
Oh wow!
And I have additional training in toxicology. So right now I'm a regulatory scientist in the federal government. I live in the DC area. Right now the area I work in is we register pesticides. So that's I could give you a further breakdown from there, but that's just the gist of it. So I'm a regulatory.
Good, yeah. I mean, man, we have such a broad spectrum of men in this space.
Yes,
I mean, brothers with all sorts of, levels of academic achievement, financial success, from the brothers just starting out, from the brothers who have made mistakes and are getting their lives on track, to six-figure brothers, to Dennis Sperling, who's a millionaire.
Yeah.
I mean, we have it all in this space, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing we have here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think my contribution is to build out the science space a little bit, because there's a need for it. We're underrepresented there. I think for our boys, they definitely need more images of black male scientists. So I think that's part of my contribution here.
And the only thing I would say, brother, is do not be discouraged. With audience size and things of that nature starting out.
Yep.
I think in the next 3 to 5 years, we could have 500,000 black men tuning in every day. Right now, I'd be shocked if it's 30,000. I'd be shocked if it was that much. But if we continue to push, we see what Kevin Samuels has done, although he doesn't claim manosphere, completely, in a vocal way. People know where he came from. People know what a lot of his perspective came from,
True.
So it's just a matter of time before it trickles back down to us. We're going to have growing pains, but I mean, honestly, in the next 3 to 5 years, dude, we could have everybody could have 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 people in their chat. If we do this right, if we don't be petty, if you help brothers out that you share ideological perspectives with, nobody trying to scam or get over on anybody, nothing wrong with us bumping heads from time to times, but don't let the beefs become something that is over any kind of protracted period of time. Have your issues and then let it be done, and man, in the next 3 to 5 years, dude, everybody will be asking first, and about any hot button issue, what do those men over there think? Because we're the ones who speak for productive Black America. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, the doc's been here. The doc's been here before. Shoot, the doc was part of my Ask the Doc series. I think he's one of the first docs I had on, if I remember correctly.
I was up with BGS, and then one night I think I was up here with Nicole and Don Calypso.
Don Calypso, yeah, I had 3 PhDs in the room at one time,
and I'm a college dropout. We have college dropouts and PhD sharing the platform, and not to brag, you wouldn't know I didn't graduate from college if you listen to me speak, but I'm going to be honest with you, I dropped out, and I've made my way and my career in the auto damage repair industry. I'm an auto damage appraiser for a major insurance company. I just decided to go the blue collar route. I had children I had to take care of. I was divorced in 2004. I got full custody of my 2 children. So, I just needed to make good money and be able to take care of them. And, things have worked out well. So, but no, when I see brothers with these high levels of academic achievement, man, no jealousy, no envy. I just salute you, man. Absolutely. Man. Congratulations on that, bro.
Well, I appreciate that, Big Nate. Hey, I'm subbed to you. So congratulations on your channel. I've been listening to you for a while when you were going on Obsidian's panels and Bernard's panels. And, Nate, there's one word when I think about you, and that's passion.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Passion. When that voice gets going, man, it's like, wow.
I'm telling you. I told Brother Nate that he had a level of fame way before he had a channel. I was like, man, you gotta make a channel at this point.
I know.
Yeah.
So far, so good, man. And again, I couldn't do it without the help of gentlemen like T.P.O.T. and Mr. Fantastic and Obsidian. Them giving me access to their platforms, just like I'm starting to give access to mine. I tell brothers, please come up. I've had a couple of guys that have never been heard in the manosphere, T.P.O.T., come up on my platform so far. New York City Songman. Yes. One other brother, Dark Knight Mentality, doesn't get on a lot of platforms, but he's gotten on mine the past 2 times I've live streamed. Because I've said one of the impediments to our growth in this space is not having brothers feel comfortable they can come up and speak.
Yeah.
There's you come up, you say something that's not in line with Black manosphere orthodoxy, you're getting attacked, and I've instructed the people in my chat, look, man, we let brothers rock. Okay. Now you're going to come up here. There may be pushback. Don't expect not to get pushback, but we're not going to demean you and belittle you because you're deciding to speak your mind. And it's new talent that's going to help the space grow also. And the only way you get new talent is with them being comfortable enough to begin the process of coming up and speaking, So that's why
I agree.
I totally agree, man. Why you think I be having these big brains like the doc on? I mean, you would be surprised somebody like X, actually familiar with the doc, I mean, so I've always been a person. And, I say this a lot. I've been saying it a lot the last couple of weeks, man. There's not too many people of note that you can name that hasn't been here. I mean, not too many. I mean, you name Dr. Dunbar, he's been here. All right. You name Dr. T.S. Johnson, he's been here. All right. Nicole Ali, been here. Dr. Yahya, been here. I mean, there's not too many people of note that you can name, even in other spaces. You name them, they've been here. Even some of the big names that are really, really big now, guess what? You go back in my archives a little bit, you know who you'll see? Them. And you'll see them more than once. So, I share that sentiment with you, Brother Nate. You know, I've always tried to give, you know, many different people voices, whether you have 50,000 subscribers or 50 subscribers. I've always tried to give, because brothers did it for me when I first started doing this, man. I mean, people like Obsidian, ODJ.
That's where I became familiar
Yep.
with you. Obsidian's
Yep.
channel, yes, sir.
Black Ram, the Angry Man, Jap, Minister Jap. I mean, people like that helped me build my channel. People like Jay Shine, Don Calypso, you know, people like that, man, they helped me build my channel. You know, they put me out there, they brought me on their platforms, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I don't mind having people on. Like I said, man, I don't care if you got 5 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, or 50,000 subscribers. You know, if you want to come through, man, and speak your piece, I'm going to let you do it. You know, I have people request debates. I've let people come up here and debate who don't even make content. They're not even people who make material. They hit me up, oh, X, man, I want to come on debate. I'm like, come on. What night you want to do it, you know? So I that's one thing I admire about the show. I have been watching. I can't believe I missed the one with you and freaking brother Sir Tice. But
every Sunday, it's me and Sir Tice. Tomorrow will be me and Sir Tice. Yes, sir.
I like the fact that you do that, brother Nate, that you let, you know, brothers on who, you know, you see them, you know, people like NYC Song, man, because he's been following me for a long time. And that brother, yeah, I mean, he's been following me for a while, but he's never been like on the panel. I don't think I've ever seen him on any panel.
Me neither.
And the fact that he comes up on yours, man, that says something. So, you know, that's,
I definitely want brothers to feel comfortable. Come up. Let's add to the conversation. Speak your mind. That's the only way we're going to find the kind of new talent that's going to attract even more people to the space. Honestly, when brothers like this PhD speaks, he needs to have 800, 1,000 people minimum in his chat. Let all the nerd brothers come to the manosphere and funnel their way to his platform.
Yep.
That's why I want 500,000 men in this space every day, going to the firearms, you know, making their way to the cryptocurrency, making their way to panels about BFF, making their way to the, no offense, brother, but like the more academically, you know, quote unquote nerd section, you know, with the
educated lame.
I know, right?
Me and the doc talked about that the last time he was here.
The men we could build our society on the backs of are lame. Wow.
Yeah,
amazing.
Isn't that something?
It's funny. Funny how that works out.
Yes, isn't that something?
And this space is having an effect, bro. It is, man.
Yes.
I mean, we're having an effect culturally. We're having an effect politically. We are having an effect, and you know, we just need to keep pushing. Keep pushing, no matter, I don't care who hates us, who, you know, Aaron Fountain does his shit against us. And that there is a sign. This man was sent by the leftist media, in my opinion, Huffington Post, I believe he's worked for, or something. He's sent here to disparage us and attack us. You know, you're over the target when you start getting incoming hitting you. You know what I'm saying? So we're closely approaching our target, gentlemen.
Oh yeah. You know? Well, we somewhat discussed that particular personality on the last Reckoning show. I had brother L.A.R. up here, Nick Taylor, Super Sly was up here.
Wow. Okay, cool.
And you know, we discussed it, you know, and people like that exist, you know, and what they try to do is they try to make it seem that what we say has no legitimacy. What we say isn't real. The things we say are made up. You know, that's kind of where that, you know, and then here comes everything else, you know, oh, they're hurt, they got mommy issues, they hate their dad, they hate black folks, they hate this, they hate that. So, you know, that's kind of the narrative where people like that come from. You know, that's the angle they come from. And a lot of them are very disingenuous because their criticisms, because I've been saying this for a while, man. I don't mind you criticizing me, man. Just make sure you tell the truth. All right. I mean, if you're going to criticize me, at least let the criticism be true. You know, don't make up shit. Don't take things out of context. And that's what these people kind of do. You know, they take your stuff out of context and, you know, talk about how awful you are. But, you know, you look on their channel and they got like 10 of your damn clips that you know you did years and years ago. So, you know, they've been scrolling through your catalog.
Yeah.
But, you know, they study telling you how horrible you are. You know, that those kind
but
of
TPOT, this is largely to just stifle debate. We're not supposed to be speaking for Black America.
Nope.
Period. Black women and the Black men that follow in the footsteps of Black women are the only people that are allowed to give their perspective on anything. The last people they're ever going to put the mics in the face of are us, men like us. But YouTube, which, you know, for better or for worse, you know, we're here, and this gives us an opportunity to speak. Of course, we're hindered a great deal. Your platform has had problems.
Yes.
You know, and you know, I don't know anything that you've done that's inappropriate, you know.
Nope.
Hey, fellas, I gotta drop down.
All right. Thanks, Doc.
Nate,
I appreciate you coming through, Doc.
Yeah, Brother X, I'll send you an email. Nate, I'm gonna try to get on one of your shows one day.
Oh man, the sooner the better, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, fellas.
Whenever you need me, Doc, I'm there.
All right, sounds good.
All right, peace.
All right.
Awesome. Salute, brother.
Yeah, the good doctor. Shoot, whenever the doc need me, I'm there. Shit, hit me up. Hit me up.
Dude, we got brilliant men in this space, man.
Absolutely, we do. You know, real PhDs, you know, not you know, PhD quote unquote candidates, if you will.
People that have been pursuing their PhD for the last 25 years.
Yeah, you know, real PhDs, you know.
Absolutely, man.
Because see, in their minds, there's none of them here. You know, there's just a bunch of broken knuckle draggers, brother Nate. You know, we're just broken spirited knuckle draggers, you know, who hated their mothers and were never able.
Sexually frustrated men who have no accomplishments under their belts to speak of. Yeah.
Nope.
That's all we know. Bunch of dusties, I believe.
Yeah.
Dusties.
Bunch of basement dwellers. Cellar dwellers.
And I tell you what, whether you're the feminists, the Democrats, the left, whoever, assemble your 5-8 best. And I'll assemble our 5 to 8 best, and we'll see who wins on these pressing subjects facing Black America and America as a whole.
You know what?
You, these men will mop the floor with just about anybody.
Brother Nate, you are brilliant. I'm glad you said that, because I wage a challenge to you Negroes, to you detractors and interlocutors. Bring 5 of your best, brightest, smartest people, and 5 people assembled from this side, and we can throw down right here on the TPOT YouTube page.
Absolutely. You feminists, bring your 5, you know, bring Deborah Cooper, you know, the lady that went on OWN and said, I'm 300 pounds because of white racism.
Yeah.
You know, bring whoever you want to bring. Assemble your best and your brightest. And I'll even let you pick the topic.
Yep.
And you come and debate.
Not gonna do it.
Our best and brightest. And I don't even have to be in the 5 to 8 best and brightest.
Well,
it's not about me. I just know what I hear from the men in this space. Brothers like Brother Truth, Spiritual Logic, Mr. Fantastic, Obsidian, Angry Man. These niggas are gonna mop the floor with whoever they bring.
Yep.
Whoever.
Yep. They're not gonna do that though, Nate.
No,
well, they definitely not gonna do it here, because you know it's bias over there. X is it's bias over there.
The X is as fair as they come, man.
They're not coming here. They definitely not coming here. You know, definitely not. Absolutely not. They are not going to. They are not going to assemble anybody and bring them here. Definitely not. Cause see, they already have this thing in their mind. Well, make no mistake, right? All the guys in this space, I do have an affinity for. I do, but I mean, when it comes to like a throwdown debate, man, I mean, shit, I don't even participate. I actually have an official timekeeper, so it's not even like it can be slanted because it's me. And this is what I say to the people. Fine, I'll give them that argument that it's biased. Fine, you say it's biased, I'll give you that argument. So this is what you do, right? You gather up, all your people who do the bobblehead, to your stuff, and you bring all of them over. Stack the deck. If you think the deck is stacked here, you just come over here and stack it, with your folks. I mean, if that be the case, even though I think that's BS because I've done, I don't know how many debates here at this point, at least 100, Brother Nate. And I've seen people be voted for that when they first came on, the people in the chat room hated them. And guess what? At the end of the debate, they voted for them. Why? Because they made the better argument.
Absolutely, which is a sign of maturity. Also, even though we have a tendency to be pretty immature at times, in all honesty, but more and more brothers are coming to the realization that you don't have to hate somebody because you disagree with them. You don't have to attack somebody personally because they don't share your beliefs. Just chill out, hear them out. At the very least, you can just agree to disagree and you go your separate ways,
Yeah, well, a lot of these people are just full of crap, Brother Nate. I mean,
that too.
They're just full of crap. They'll make up any old freaking excuse, because guess what? If you were to go to one of their channels, guess what? Guess what the hell will happen? The fucking people that listen to them every day, they're going to side with them no matter what. No matter how bullshit their arguments are, the people over there are going to side with them. They're going to side with them. So, for people to even say that, concerning this channel is somewhat absurd because let me tell you, man, some of everybody come on here. It ain't there's no one kind of person that comes on this channel. This ain't no one trick pony where only one kind of personality, one kind of YouTuber comes on here. Man, it's all kinds of people come on here, man. Lawyers, doctors, PhDs, scientists, women.
Black women come up here, absolutely.
Yep. So they can't even pull that shit. You can't even pull it unless you only judging it from videos that was done 2 weeks ago. Unless nothing past 2 weeks ago matters. But you go through my catalog, you see all kind of folks. One kind of folks come up here, man. And anybody who says it is fucking lying. They're lying.
TPOT gives an opportunity for all voices to be heard. The left, the right, male, female, pro, against issues like abortion. I mean, you name it. This is the place we can come and have that dialogue, man. And, that's why I've always referred to you as an institution in this space. When Maya Angelou read her poem for Barack Obama's inauguration and stuff, oh, she's an institution. And that's all fine and good. But in this space, it's TPOT that's the institution, and Brother Xavier, man. And I'm glad to I'm glad to be allowed to come and speak on your rostrum, brother.
Oh, absolutely, man. And I appreciate it, man. A lot of brothers say that because I've had everybody here. I mean, I'm one of the few people who can say, you know what? Everybody's been on my shit and be telling the truth.
Absolutely.
Everybody's been here, man, because I don't care who you are, man. Like, and a lot of people that come up here, I disagree with them. Some of them I agree with. I mean, women write me. Guess what? When they write me and they say, hey, X, I want to come up and I don't be like, nah, you can't come up here, girl. No. Nope. I let them come through last night. Had a debate just last night. What's her name? Queen Mayat. She wrote me because she had wrote me a couple days before. She was like, you know, X, I want to come up there and I want to debate J.I. Notice you seen her up here last night. I've had quite a few women write me and say they want to come up on a challenge.
Came in I saw her debate with J.I. too.
Yep, Bat was up here. She went against J.I. Who else? Because J.I. he done went against like so many. He went against Lady Mahogany too. Yeah, Lady Mahogany.
I was at that one too. I came up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me say something, T.O.P. These women, these black women, they come up here and they want to debate us. I'm telling you, bro, there's some level of sexual excitement. These women are used to being surrounded by such intelligent, dynamic black men, dude. It sends them into a fucking frenzy.
Uh-oh.
Man. These broads are walking away hot and bothered, man. I can tell.
Wow.
Giggling, the emotions, man. They being sent. They being sent someplace to a special place. I'm serious. Old girl last night, dude. I saw she giggling and laughing, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, and she wrote me. She wrote me before J.I. did. You know, because I kind of heard of her. I think I've seen her around, but you know, I'm not really familiar with her stuff or her channel or her material or anything like that. And when I saw it in the email, I was like, damn, who the hell is this? And, you know, so I want to come on X, you know, I want to debate J.I., blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. I said, I'm pretty sure J.I. will be with it. You know, I'll hit him up.
So, I'll take this issue against anybody.
Anybody.
To the Supreme Court.
Anybody. J.I. will take on anybody on this. That's one thing, man, I like about him. He will take on anybody when it comes to this petition. Anybody.
And also, he gives you insight to what a prepared black man looks like who's really done the work.
Oh, yeah.
He's not emotional about it. He's very measured. You know, just he lays out his argument, and it's very hard to challenge him on it. It really is. Yeah. But yeah, man, salute to all the prepared black men out there, man. Salute.
Yeah. This is where he likes to come to square off, you know, and you know, the arena is always open to the brother. It's always open to him. He knows that. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, if you want to square off with him, he gonna tell you, you got to come to T.P.O.T. This where he like to you know, this way he like to square off with folks. So, you know, and this is the arena for him. So anytime he want to do it, you know, if I can squeeze it in and schedule it in, it goes down.
How did you get Ramil on here?
Well, X has a lot of pull with the
Understood.
So, you know, I mean, brother Ramil,
talk about why he has not been broadcasting? Did y'all? Because I came in late.
Because he said he just wanted to step away, you know, with it for a while and shit, you know.
Gotcha.
I mean, because me and him have spoke on the phone, you know, earlier today, and because you know I have his phone number, so
cool.
You know, we had spoke on the phone, and he was like, yeah, you know, X would throw down the night, you know, for a little while. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to stay long, you know, he's a busy brother, but he said that, you know, he just, you know, he's done this before, you know. Brother Ramil will step up out of here, man, and be gone. You know, you won't see nothing from him for like 9 months. And
then he'll come back.
Yeah, then he'll just pop up. He says he's just tired of Negroes, man. He's tired of the hate. He's tired of dealing with it. You know, he said he was just tired of it. So he just kind of stopped. You know, I asked him, I said, what, you just woke up one day and said, fuck it? He said, yeah, pretty much.
You know, I heard Ramil on one of his broadcasts. He said in a 12-month period, he made over 60 grand just in the super chats and with a channel of approximately 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers. Dude, that's significant. You know, salute to him, man. I hate to see that he's going. Hopefully he'll come back soon. And, you know, just let that also speak to the fact that we all got to start maturing. You know, if you want to keep talent like that around, you know, we really do need to start maturing more, you know.
Yeah, well, he left it up in the air. Because I did ask him about that. I said, so what, you like, you know, you done for good? And he said, well, you know, you never say never, X. You know, he said he's gonna see, but he said for now, you know, he's just doing other things. Because you know, brother Ramil, what people don't know about brother Ramil, man, he has a lot going on, man. He's
Yeah,
got
real estate. Yes,
I
sir.
mean, yeah, he does real estate, man. He sells herbs and
Yes,
all kinds
sir.
of other stuff. So, you know, he's got a lot of other shit going on. So he said he just been doing his thing. He just said forget YouTube for now. You know, just told you. I said, what? You just woke up one day and said, fuck it? He said, yeah. Just woke up one day and said, fuck it.
But this is as a result of the drama and shit. I don't
Yeah.
know who he has issues with in particular, but it just, again, it speaks to, you know, we kind of need to, you know, there's one gentleman who's kind of been pushed out of the manosphere. Other gentlemen are just going to need to be pushed out and just go over there and do whatever you want to do, but just leave this space alone. Because we can't afford to lose talent like that. Honestly, we can't. You know, I mean, hopefully he's just stepping away temporarily, but this is part and parcel of a larger problem with the brain drain in Black America.
Yeah.
We lose so many of our best and brightest because of the shit, the bullshit. Little boys getting told you're trying to be white because you'd rather sit in the bleachers and read your Harry Potter book than be on the basketball court. So you mock him and you insult him. We lose our best and brightest, man. This shit has to stop. It really does, man.
Yeah,
we spend so much of our time and resources either helping the less fortunate or helping the brother with terrible behavior or criminal behavior, and our best and brightest get none of the attention, none of the resources that they should, and so we lose them.
You know why that is, though, brother Nate? Because see, people think that they have the copyright on blackness.
Oh yeah, they're litmus tests for us.
Yeah, yeah. You know, if you read a lot, you're not black. Exactly. You're not black enough.
You don't vote Democrat. You're not black.
You're not black. Yeah. See, they got the copyright. See, they have the they have the copyright on blackness. So if you don't fit within a certain if you don't fit within certain parameters, you're not black.
Yeah, well, we got to break that up, bro. Fuck that.
It's the stupidest thing, man.
We gotta break that up, man. Absolutely. And that's what I hope I'm helped doing, breaking that shit up. Yeah, how dare you tell me I'm less of a black man than you because I don't follow I don't follow your thinking that hasn't done much for you. The way you think hasn't done much for you, if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah. Because I don't do things the way you do it. So, that somehow totally makes my black card ineffective. My black card is ineffective.
Yeah, it's been revoked.
Yeah, it's been revoked.
Fuck that shit, dog. I got black children. I got a black son and daughter. I want the best for them. I want the best for your children. And anybody that's got a problem with it, have the courage to come up and talk that shit directly to us.
No, they're not going to do that, man. They're not going to do that because, see, most people who run that crap about who's black and who's not, they ain't got the guts. They don't have the guts to freaking come and say that to you because, see, deep down inside, they don't really believe that crap. They don't really believe it, man. They don't really believe it. Only thing they're trying to do is, number one, delegitimize your accomplishments because they have none. All right. That's what they're trying to do. I mean, I hate when people get up here and act like, they sitting on this fucking moral high ground. Motherfucker, what have you accomplished in your fucking life that gives you the fucking moral high ground, motherfucker? What have you ever done in your life? What have you ever done for other people? What have you ever fucking done, period, to be fucking standing on some moral mountain telling me I'm not black enough? Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir.
Get up out of here with that shit,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Get up out of here. Get up out of here with it. Get up out of here. Motherfucker, you want to see how black I am? I tell you what you do. Hang out with me on a fucking Saturday afternoon, motherfucker. You'll see how black I am. Fucker.
Absolutely, man. Don't you Yeah, like TPOT said, show me your accomplishments. Show me your children.
Yeah.
Show me how successful your children are. You know, it's one thing for a brother to talk about what he's accomplished. Show me what your children have accomplished. Are they on the right road? Have they figured out what they want to do with their life? Are they completely focused on their pursuits? Are they wrapped up in this degenerate, poisonous American culture and leftist culture? What are your children doing? You know, first show me what you've done with them, then we can go on from there. But don't you dare tell me I don't qualify as a black man just because I don't agree with your beliefs. Let's just measure who's accomplished what, accomplishment for accomplishment. How about that?
Exactly.
You know? But niggas don't want to do that. Niggas would rather rattle shit off on their keyboard in a goddamn chat room.
Because they're full of crap. Brother Nate, I was telling Brother Supreme, you know, one day. I say, you know what, man? These motherfuckers start talking shit to me, motherfucker. We gonna start playing big bank take little bank, motherfucker. We start playing. We play that. We play that game. All right, motherfucker. You want to talk about what somebody is or what somebody do, motherfucker? Show me your house. I'll show you mine. Show me your cars. I will show you mine.
Show me your business. A business that has a federal tax ID.
Yes.
I know his.
Yes, show me your business, motherfucker. Show me your EIN number if you know what the fuck that is. Show me that. I'll show you mine, and better yet, motherfucker, show me your fucking deposits. Guess what? I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. I'll show you. I will show you mine, motherfucker. But guess what? They ain't doing that.
No,
they're not doing that.
No,
absolutely not. They're not going to
to
do it. They're not going to do it. All they're going to do is get up here and talk about, oh, man, mama, you think you did make it. Nope. I don't think I'm shit. I don't brag about none of the shit I got. Nothing. I don't have to. All right? Because guess what? My motherfucking woman, she live in a nice motherfucking house. And you know what else she do? She drive nice motherfucking cars. And guess what? We live around white folks. And guess what? My wife's car is nicer than every motherfucking white woman car around here. You know why? You know why? Because she got a NAWJ. A Negro
with that one.
With a job. NWAJ.
Okay.
A BMW. She got a BMW. A black man working.
Yes.
Motherfuckers. And I ain't talking about YouTube. All right. Shit, motherfucker. Fuck out of here with that shit.
And instead of celebrating brothers' accomplishments like Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Why are you hating on this man? This man his channel has exploded. This man is making significantly more money through YouTube than he was just 8 months ago. And he's doing it telling black women the truth.
Yeah.
Bro, TPOT, we got some men in the space that absolutely hate black women. They just do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the truth, man. They don't want to see anything good come to them. They want them condemned to hell. They don't think any of them have any redeeming qualities. None of them can be saved. And if that's your opinion, that's your fucking opinion. I'm not here to advise you to go wed yourself to strags or women that have ruined themselves. But if you understood the role of man, you would understand you're the one that's supposed to be instructing them. You're the one that's supposed to be guiding their footsteps. And if you have women that genuinely are coming here to listen and learn, that should be celebrated. It should be appreciated. You know?
Man, we talked about this earlier, and you know, I don't really talk about Brother Samuels, you know, on my channel.
Understood.
I don't really talk about him, but I will say this. A lot of the people who are pissed off with Brother Samuels are some of the same people who used to sit on panels with Brother Samuels back in the day, because we're all familiar with him. I've said this before.
Yes, sir.
All right. we're all familiar with Brother Sam. Brother Samuels used to be on this fucking channel quite frequently. I have one-on-ones with Brother
Oh
Samuels.
wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Of course, man. Everybody's been on the TPOT YouTube page. But yeah, I have one-on-ones with Brother Samuels, man. I have a couple of them. You know, from back in the day, you know, I
Dude,
think it's like
we launched those, man. That could get you some
2018,
serious views.
2018, 2017. Notice you didn't know that. Notice how you didn't know that? Because I am happy for that brother. I haven't even tried to make any, you know, any coin or any views off of Brother Samuels at all. And like I said, Brother Samuels used to be on my channel. If you look through my catalog, you will find Brother Samuels, you will find 2 one-on-ones with Brother Samuels, and you will find at least, this was back when Hangouts, when it was Hangouts, you will find Brother Samuels on my channel at least fucking 10, 15 times. Easily.
Oh, wow.
Easily.
Wow.
Easily. Brother Samuels used to be on here a lot. He used to be on here a lot, man. Yeah.
Can I ask you something, TPOT?
Yeah, go ahead, Brother Nate.
What's your opinion? I'm sure you saw what transpired a couple of days ago between Mr. Sotomayor and Mr. Samuels, even though Mr. Samuels really didn't respond, but you know, everything was about. Well, what's your opinion on, you know, the issue of what I've termed the lack of acknowledgement some brothers feel, you know, towards other brothers who are, you know, blowing up? You know, what's your opinion on what you saw transpire? I'm just curious. Do you think Tommy has a point? Do you think Mr. Sotomayor has a point? Or
I think he has somewhat of a point.
Okay.
But not just as far as Brother Samuels goes. Because if you're going to say that, you know, Brother Samuels is taking, you know, from my stuff and my talking points, okay, I will give you that argument. But if you're going to say that about him, that means you got to say that about many more people, because many more people are, you know, we all have taken a little bit, you know, from the Sotomayors, you know, of the YouTube airways. We all have. And, you know, people jump on Brother Samuels. This is something I'm going to say. This because, like I said, I don't really talk about Brother Samuels, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit tonight.
Okay, cool.
Brother Samuels, right? They know him as the image guy. They know him as the, you know, the colognes and suits and shoes and belts and shirts and fashion and all that kind of stuff. But what people don't understand about Brother Samuels is that when Brother Samuels used to be on these channels, he pretty much talked about the same shit he talks about now. The same shit. I mean, it's not like, as a matter of fact, hold on. I'll go to one of my videos.
Okay, cool.
God damn it, y'all have made me pull up a goddamn Kevin Samuels video. God damn it. I've been trying to avoid doing this for quite some time.
Dude, I would rebroadcast that shit and get your views up, man. Absolutely.
Notice you didn't even know.
I had no idea, bro.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you know, I'm happy for Brother Samuels, man. I am. Notice you don't. You haven't seen no videos on my shit. You know, Brother Samuels. No, and I'm happy that man is doing what he's doing, man. Absolutely. I am happy. But let's go ahead into some old Kevin Samuels. Hopefully, he doesn't get angry. Brother Samuels, this isn't a slight. I'm just showing folks that, you know, you did used to be on my shit. All right, let me see. Here's one right
Brother
here.
Deshaun, if I could, I'm going to read a message from Brother Deshaun. He says, LilBigNate, according to Tommy, his beef with Kevin was more so of the things said behind the scenes than acknowledgement. Okay.
All right. Well, that's valid.
Okay. That's valid. Understood. And Tommy's dished out a lot of shit, but he's also taken a lot of abuse.
Yeah, he has.
You've heard about all the horrible things that have been done regarding his daughter, regarding some of the women he has children with, and the attacks made on him, you know, threats of physical violence. I mean, over time, that's going to send any of us, you know, kind of off the deep end at times. But you know, understood. From what I understand, there was some kind of communication between the two gentlemen, and I believe Tommy says kind of Mr. Samuels kind of left it unresolved or never explained why he couldn't come on the show or vice versa. So, you know, what is an appropriate response to that slighting, if you will, if that's in fact what happened? You know, I guess that depends on whoever you're talking to, you know. But oh, okay, cool. What you got?
All right, this is me back when I was a little thinner and didn't have the shit I got now. All right, let's see.
When was this, Doc?
This was April 4th, 2018.
Okay, 3 years ago. Okay, cool.
Let me get to a part where a lot of these dudes, man, that's trying to tell you how uneducated and ignorant other people are. These dudes can barely string a coherent sentence together. It's like they interrupt one damn incoherent sentence with another incoherent sentence. You know, they have very little vernacular. They have a vocabulary about the size of maybe 200 words, but they're study telling you how this other person is stupid, how this other person is.
Can y'all hear?
And how this other person
it comes in.
Okay. Like, wait a minute, man. What are you talking about, man? You can't even string a sentence together. You know, you got the vocabulary of a 5-year-old. So instead of listening to this person who drops all these jewels of wisdom on us, we should listen to this person who's probably 30 years old, but has a smaller vocabulary than someone a third of his age. I mean, come on, man. That doesn't make any sense. El Quizzle in the house. What's good, man? Brother Q.
And there's Mr. Samuels.
Wow, good deal.
Danger.
Got the big get.
There's Mr. Samuels right there.
Dude, I love that. I go ahead and put that up, dude. You probably get 28 views on that shit.
There's Mr. Samuels right there, you Negroes. Let me see if let me pull up. See, now y'all got me wanting to
digging in the crates.
There y'all got me digging in the fucking crates now.
Digging in the crates now.
God damn it, Negroes. You got me digging in the crates now. You got me digging. Let me see. There's that one.
I got about 20 more minutes, TPOT.
Okay.
Just let you know.
All right, here's another one. Here's another one with Brother Samuels. This is a show we did called The Black Widow. Let's see where we are here.
And all that kind of stuff like that. Well, we gonna see what the dust looks like.
You see Mr. Samuels on the panel with Obsidian, Nagon, Jay Shine, Black Ram.
Wow, Black Ram and
Nagon. The only problem is
Samuels and
they don't show
Obsidian.
that side of the game.
Damn.
Nah, man.
Numbers to be
There's
able to say
Mr.
that.
Samuels right there again.
By a factor of what, 2.5 million, somewhere 2 to 3 million more.
Listen to his talking points.
What will the future be for them, except alone for?
Oh wow, this is years
by the
ago.
math.
And a lot of them poverty. I mean,
And they
impoverished.
outlive us, and they
Yeah.
live longer, and they tend to live longer.
Well, you know it's bad when you see, because you know when I go out and about and I go to stores and I see
There it is, folks.
Yeah,
There it is, folks.
That's the same message. Absolutely.
Same stuff he says now he was saying, and I think that was 2018. And that's 2 videos of probably 10 or 15 that I have, man, with Brother Samuels, man. Brother Samuels used to be on my channel all the time. I was telling somebody that shit the other day. Oh man, yeah, no. Like, man, brother Samuel used to be on my shit all the time. What are you saying?
Wow.
What are you saying? Yeah, I just don't, I'm letting him have his success because I could easily relaunch one of these videos, Nate, and capitalize on some money. Capitalize on some views.
I wouldn't blame you.
But I haven't. I mean, that's just me, brother Nate.
I'm not telling you what to do with your platform, brother. You obviously know what you're doing.
I'm just happy for the brother that he skyrocketed, and doing his thing, man. And to me, that's a win for everybody. I look at that as a win for everybody. I don't have to put up all my videos that got Brother Samuels in them now. Now, I don't even move cheesy like that. And like I said, this shit is from 2017, 2018. So I've been had them. It's not like, I just found them today. They've been there. They're up. So, I don't fuck with them, and like I said, people, they talk about, oh man, he's a Cologne. He went from Cologne. Man, Brother Samuel used to be on my shit going in the way he go in just now. He used to be on other people's shit going in, man. I mean, I'm telling you, the stuff that Brother Samuel says now, he's always said it.
Wow.
He's always said it. You just heard it. You just heard a snippet of it yourself, Brother Nate. I mean, he's always said these kind of things. So I don't know why I know why people are pissed with his message now. He's huge. They see those super chats going up, they see all that. So, of course, they have a problem with it now. No one had a problem with Brother Samuels back then. No one had a problem with Brother Samuels back then. Now he's under a microscope. It's crazy how we put things under a microscope when they get bigger instead of when they get smaller.
especially when you're a black man, especially when you don't buy into the normal orthodoxy of black male America, which is Democrat and leftist and progressive. When you don't buy into that shit, when you're standing on your principles, and the man, say what you will about him, what he's telling this women is good for them. They need to hear this shit.
Yeah, they need it.
They need a dose of reality shoved down their gullets.
Yeah, they need it.
They absolutely fucking it. These women have never heard this shit before.
Yeah,
ever. They've never had a man tell them you're average at best. Where does this arrogance and this ego come from, madam?
Yeah, they need it.
You're a 35-year-old single mom.
Yes, they need it.
What is wrong with you? That $100,000 woman. I'm sorry, Brother Xavier.
Go ahead. You got it.
That $100,000 woman 5-8 years ago could have got herself a brother making 50, 60 grand a year, worked with the nigga. By now, he could be making 80, 90. You make $100,000 a year as a pet groomer. God forbid there's a turn for the worse in the economy there locally. The first thing people are going to get rid of is shit like pet grooming. That is a non-essential service. Completely non-essential.
Completely.
So your ass could be in the goddamn streets with the snap of a finger.
Yep.
But now the men she talked about, Brother Xavier, their only crime was that they didn't make $100,000.
Yeah.
And she is speaking about these men in this pejorative way. They're underneath me. They're below me. I can't respect them. All because a brother doesn't make 100 grand. Who the fuck do you think you are? And not once did I hear her say anything about, oh my God, I would love to meet a guy who would fall in love with my son, who would take my son to baseball games. Oh, that would make me love him so much. No, just about fucking money.
Yep.
That's all. She never once brought up the relationship between this prospective man and her son.
Yeah.
Never once did she say anything about that. When that should have been her fucking primary concern.
Yep.
Was how this man would interact with her 13-year-old son, but not a fucking peep out of her about that. It's disgusting. And all these women can do is bitch and moan because he told her the truth. Yep. Man, whew.
Brother Nate, there lies the problem. Because when you have when you have these people who are only thinking about themselves and they never consider the children in the first place. They don't think about the kids, man, at all. They don't think about those kids. They thinking about their own selves. That's why shit always goes to hell and these kids get molested and all this so kind of foolishness because they're not thinking about these children, man. They're thinking about themselves. Like you said, not one time was the child's welfare mentioned, you know, because that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant, brother Nate.
Can I get one of your famous mamas?
Did you say these old mamas? You didn't say that, did you?
I did, man. You made my day, bro. I'm gonna sleep that much better tonight. Absolutely.
Well, you know, I've remixed it, right? I don't really like when I do my videos. I don't even use my voice. You know who voice I use now? I use Bernard Riley's. Bernard Riley's.
Yeah, well, let me hear that. I haven't heard that. I don't think I've heard that.
Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up. Let's see if I got it up here. Hold on.
Yeah, dog. She did not say a word about her son once. You know, I would love to meet a man who would, you know, would love my boy and a man that, you know, his biological father just wasn't the kind of man he could model himself after. But I would love to meet a man who my son can model himself after. That, you know, that would just, I would appreciate that so much. Not a fucking word about her son.
No, they don't mention the kids at all because the kids aren't a concern. The children aren't a concern. Are you kidding me? Why would they be worrying about the children? The children aren't important, brother Nate. They are not important at all. They don't matter. The children don't matter at all.
They
don't. All right, let me see if I could, just so I can give you a little sample of it. Let me see. See if I can cue it up here because I know you got to go.
Sure, go ahead, bro.
God damn, I got a lot of ads on my shit. I got too many ads on my shit.
Are you monetized again?
Yes.
You are? Okay. What was the problem behind that, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, this is what happened. They struck me because they said that I was repurposing other people's content, right? Now, this was the thing. They struck me for a video that I made 4 years ago.
Oh my God.
Nothing recent. And I'll tell you, it was a video. They struck me for a video that I did. I used a sound bite from Black Ram, right, on one video, and I used some audio from Q Butter. Now, mind you, both of those brothers, I know.
They're cool with you.
Both of those brothers, I know. All right.
Exactly.
Me and Black Ram, we thick as sleep. Q Butter, I know him in real life.
He's from New York, I think. Yeah.
Yes, I know Q Butter in real life. Most of the times when I go to New York, I stop by Zayax. All right. And what they did, they said that I was repurposing their content, but I didn't because I went to both of those brothers because I know them. And I was like, yo, man, you know, I want to use this audio. And they're like, X, go ahead, you know, use whatever fuck you want. And I put the credit to them, you know, in the credits and the whole nine. And they struck me on that shit. And this was videos that I did, brother Nate, like in 2016. All right. That's what they struck me for. It wasn't even anything recent. It was some old shit. And I'm like, how the hell? The video's been up for 5 years.
Wow.
Now you're striking me for it. So of course I appealed, and you know, I want it back.
Okay,
you know,
good.
I want the shit back. Yeah. I mean, that's what they struck me for. No shit. When I was telling my wife about it, she was like, what? I'm like, yep, they struck me for a video that I did 5 years ago. Motherfucker been up for 5 years, no problem. But now it gets a strike because I'm repurposing people's content. The fuck are you talking about? I know these guys. Yeah, but you know what happened. This is what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened, brother Nate. Well, what I think happened, allegedly, I should say, allegedly. Somebody tried to flag my channel for some bullshit. and gave them a bullshit reason, and that reason didn't cut muster. So they're going down, you know, because when people flag you, you know, they dig through your crates now, you know, now they digging through your crates, and they done found some shit that they can use against you because someone's leveled some type of allegation. They've leveled an allegation on you about you, right? But see, the allegation, if it doesn't reach the bar, YouTube will still go in there and look for other shit because they act like they're fucking detectives or some shit. And even if the allegation made does not, you know, it doesn't apply to your stuff, they will go through your crates, man, and look for shit. All right. And that's what happened, because I told you the videos that they struck me for, man, the videos was like 5 years old. It wasn't nothing recent. Wasn't nothing recent at all. Nope. I mean, but it's the world we live in, man, the world of YouTube. Let me see if I see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find it here. Let me see. I'm still looking.
Sure, go ahead, bro. But yeah, man. Very, very interesting. You know, we have a genuine opportunity here to become the voice for competent, productive Black America. Not all of Black America. You know, I've been an advocate of separation, not unity. I don't want unity.
He said, not all Black America.
No. These Negroes who love to stay mired in defeatism and victimhood, dude, your attempts to change their thinking, all they're going to do is drag you down and stagnate your forward progression. No. Let these folks figure things out on their own, and let productive Black America just move forward. You know, that small contingent of Black women that actually want to be under the leadership of competent, productive Black men before they destroy themselves, before they've ruined themselves, before they have children by other men. Those are the women who will receive consideration. Those are the women who have an opportunity to get access to the brothers that they can build a future with. For the women who understand it's us that are supposed to be guiding your footsteps, nobody else. Nobody else.
Now, if y'all listen closely, y'all can hear the new remix version of Bernard Riley. You know, and I told him too, he got a kick out of it. I was telling him one day, I said, I use your voice now. He got a kick out of it, man. He was like, damn, I like that. Let me see. Hopefully y'all can hear the audio when I play it. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me say that again. It will never get resolved. So if the Oedipus complex is never resolved within you, and you have had that seed planted in your head from a small child, you are more than likely, I'm not saying all you brothers will do it, because I know a lot of y'all are smarter than that, but you are more likely. Did you hear it in the background?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I mean,
what is this? Like a commercial or something? What is this?
Oh no, this is one of my pre-records. This I call it the Oedipus complexities. You know.
Wow.
You know me,
little boys being raised to love their mamas a little too much.
Yeah, you know me. You know, I kind of focus on, because I've been doing pre-records lately, and you know, I kind of delve into the whole, you know, and I don't just talk about these old mammies. You know, I did one called The Sister Mom, where I talk about how these young girls are forced to be mothers of their younger siblings.
Absolutely.
Because their mammy irresponsible is all be get out.
Yeah, she's out living her best life. You know?
Oh yeah, she's living her best life. So you know, the goddamn the oldest daughter usually becomes the mama. You know, when that shit happens. So Yeah, I talk about that. I'm back to doing some pre-records, man, just fooling around with it. The whole Dark Exodus thing is a series on here, so I actually have another one coming. I'm probably gonna upload another one probably tomorrow. I've already pretty much finished the audio part of it. I just got to get the video stuff together. So this one is called When a Man's Man Made. And I'm basically just telling a blue collar tale. I'm talking about, how my father taught me to work and, all that kind of stuff, and how, a lot of brothers, they don't get that. So, they become these freaking said they well miscreant dudes, that don't have, too much.
Hobosexuals. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll be talking about that in the video pretty
Good deal.
much. So,
well, brother TPOT, man, it's as always, it's been a pleasure.
Man.
I am a phone call or a text away.
Absolutely, man.
Your boy.
I'm looking forward, man, to us getting up, man, and killing a few beers, brother Nate.
This year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I hope it sets off. I hope it sets off a movement all across this country with brothers meeting up, breaking bread, so we can get to the point where we can gather under one roof together and really iron out some strategies. To moving our community, meaning the productive side of Black America, forward, man. Absolutely.
I totally agree, man. I totally agree. Once again, man, congratulations on the show. What time are y'all airing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 4:30, Tuesday and Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, man. I'm there, brother.
Awesome, man.
I'll holler at you, man. My man. Big Nate.
Teach you, bro.
Peace.
We'll holler back at you. Salute.
All right. Yeah. Brother Big Nate, everybody. That's my man right there, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, folks. But y'all know before we leave, X always have to hit you with TPOT's programming notes. Now, next week, I was telling y'all about the debate between Queen Mayat Girl and Nicole Ali. That's going down Friday night, next Friday. I just got the confirmation on that. Be looking for the thumbnail. That one gonna be good, y'all. If you were here last night and you heard Lady Mayat, her and her and Nicole Ali, man, that's gonna be good, boy. I'm telling you, that's gonna be good. But anyway, speaking of good debates, Wednesday, the one and only MOT will be back in the house. Y'all all know MOT from the Debate League. He will be here Wednesday night, squaring off with the Green Gorilla, the G with the PhD. Yeah, that's right. And they will be discussing, because we're going to do it in a moderated discussion format. That's kind of the parameters that we're working in. So we're going to be doing it in like a moderated discussion format. So MOT and the Green Gorilla will be squaring off, and what they're going to be squaring off over is why do scholars and PhDs protect? Hold up. Let me get this right. Let me see. Because I know it's something to the effect of PhDs covering for street Negroes, something like that. But I want to get it right. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong thing. Let me pull it up here. Let me pull it up here. Let me see. Now all of a sudden I can't find the shit, y'all. All of a sudden I can't find the shit, y'all. Let's see. So no. There's so much shit in here, y'all. Hold on a second. Hold up a second, folks. Yeah. Why do scholars and PhDs cover for street folks? Yeah. So they will be discussing that moderated discussion format. That's going to be good. MOT versus the Green Gorilla. That's like a clash of the Titans right there, man. So make sure you're here for that one, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday night, right here on the TPOT YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then Thursday, the Power of Offense will be here. Brother Keith and Brother Rodney will be here, and they will be talking about reparations. They will be talking about voting rights and the 15th Amendment. And also, when they wrote me, y'all, they took real issue with y'all remember last week we had the attorney on here, right? They took real issue with some of the things she was saying. Because they wrote me and they talked about it. It was like, X, we got some issues with what she was saying. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to get in contact with her and see if I can get her on here too, so she can, I guess, defend her positions. I can't promise that, but I'm going to try. So that may turn out to be a good one too. All right. So I am going to try to get in contact with Mrs. Dixon, and because they said they took some issues with some of the things she was saying, man. And specifically, they were talking about voting rights, what she was saying about voting rights. So we're going to see how it go down Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the TPOT YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then Friday, like I said, Lady Nicole will be squaring off with Lady Mayat. That one's going to be good too. I mean, make sure you're here for that one. Like I said, be on the lookout for the thumbnail, because I did get the confirmation on it tonight. It's going down Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the TPOT YouTube page. Then we end the week with a really, really big show. DC Glenn of Tag Team will be here. Let me refresh y'all memory. Maybe y'all have heard of a song called Boom, There It Is. Boom, There It Is. Yeah, he will be here Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the TPOT YouTube page. You freaking know. That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be a heavy week next week, but we will get through it, folks. Shout out to For the Record TV, man. I told them today, I said, shit, I'm pissed off. Y'all had a freaking damn hip hop icon on y'all shit before I did. Yeah, but Saturday, brother DC Glenn will be here. Actually, he was known as DC the Brain Supreme when he had, the tag team group. And I'm gonna have him here, man. He's gonna come through. He's gonna be talking about, his hit record from back in the day, what he's up to now. We probably dig in the crates, man, and talk about some old hip hop and the whole nine. So make sure you here, man. Next Saturday, man, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the TPOT YouTube page. You Negroes know. Yeah. So gonna go ahead, man, and wrap this up, folks. It's always good to be up here, man, with you good folks, man. It is always a pleasure. I'm gonna say this, man, before we close out, man. We got up here tonight, man, and we talked about hate watching. And it's a real thing. You know, you got people who watch you and they claim they can't stand you. They talk about how whack your programming is and talk about your looks, your appearance, your equipment, everything. But they steady watching. They just steady watching. And I will say again, when you got somebody constantly telling you how horrible you are, but at the same time can't stay away from you, guess what? It says more about their black ass than it does you. So don't you worry, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Let them keep so-called hating on you. Who knows? Maybe one day they will realize that they're not really a hater. They're actually a fan. But anyway, shout out, man, to all the folks, man, who hung out, man, and stayed in here with us, man. It's always appreciated, man. I appreciate all you good folks, man. You good folks who hang out in there, man, and you good folks who hang out in here, man. It's always appreciated, man. A special shout out, man, to my man, Big Nate, and also a big shout out to brother Ramil Amyr. Hopefully, brother Ramil will make his way back here. You know, the brother's very talented, man. I've always liked brother Ramil. And maybe if y'all have the pull with brother Ramil that X has, you might can get him on your shit. If you have the pull with the brothers in general, you might can get them on your shit. It's a possibility. But I wouldn't fucking hold my breath. But once again, man, thanks everybody, man, for coming through, man. I appreciate you good folks, man. I always do, man. I don't take you lightly, man. I never have and I never will. All right. So with that, I will leave you with 3 words, you know, like I always do. Open your mind.
Hours of power, hours of power, hours of power, hours of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. 3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks to the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, punk. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you. With all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up a paper till you read over and over and see white families? You think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 40 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops don't do that. Think they're more spiritual, think they're better dressed. No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and if we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you used to drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, then we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it'll start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Factory Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
Santana Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear suspect ground 10-4. 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your mind.
Only from TPOT Media. Open your mind.